where you can get your daily dose of nerdom in the form of tabletop games, live action content, video games, and of course our personal favorite, Dungeons and Dragons! So I know what you're thinking, right?
Call and response.
Upgrade. No, so we didn't have access to the office right now. Pierre, Habib, and Dunia films are doing very well for themselves, and we don't have access to the office, so we're doing a home game. So, apologies, the sound may be just a little more grainier.
Dills, don't ruin the artifice. It's not an office, it's a dungeon.
It's a dungeon. Sorry, we're in a cave. So yeah, but we're still doing it. We're still here for a home game. Gabe and Warren are not here. They're off being wonderful actors and sought out for. So easy for them.
We refuse to come into your home.
That was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we're going to start off as we usually do. We're going to give a shout out to our mates at Syrinscape. For those of you guys who don't know what Syrinscape is, go take a look at it. It's a wonderful app that has a whole bunch of selections of ambiances that you can customize to your delight. So if you're like us, where we like to have ambiance and spooky sounds and everything outside the background, then go ahead and do that. They also have a whole bunch of pre-made sound effects for all the different areas that you can get inside the Wizard of the Coast adventures. So we use it for Icewind Dale, and it's incredible. There's different ambiances for each and every 10 towns. It's a wonderful thing. So go and check them out if you're into that. Another shout out is to Michael Gelfi, who did some fantastic composing. You'll hear it, of course, in the intro. He's incredible. It's all royalty free, so if you want to use it for your channel, go ahead and do it. But make sure to give him a shout out and donate to him because he's a wonderful human being who makes great art, and we like Michael Gelfi.
Yeah, Michael, you're the shit.
Is there any other notifications? Anything? What's going on in your guys' lives?
Oh no.
Oh,
Just drinking?
Just drinking! We're having cocktails, and some of us are sporting some wonderful tattoos.
Thank
provided.
you. Yes, thank you, Dean Burt, for
So
some
cool.
lovely D&D tattoos.
Bad.
Can we just take a minute to talk about that name? His name is, his legal name
Is Dean.
is Dean Burt.
Yeah,
Dean
great
Burt.
name. Great.
It's hard to say that name without smiling. Dean Burt.
Dean
Dean
Burt.
Burt. Thanks,
cute.
Dean.
Alright, well I guess if there's no
You
notifications...
want to show your specific tattoos?
Oh yeah, I've got my purple dragon and my purple drink. Thematic.
Wow.
We're sponsored by Stick On Tattoos Incorporated. Cool. I guess if there's no other notifications, apologies. I'm gonna have to look off camera sometimes to do stuff. The end of the world, right?
You.
He's producing and hosting at
Bam.
the same time.
Well, I guess we're just gonna hop right into it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So join us, everybody, as we step into the 4th episode of Icewind Dale. Rime of the Frostmaiden. Do that for like. Keep going. There's a lot to. And we are back. So, last we left off, my beloveds, after dealing with a horrific blood-like ghost that came out of the restaurant, that's probably loud, horrific bloody ghost that came out of a halfling by the name of Renelda, who typically conducts a seance for the White Lady of Black Dinnershare. Turns out it wasn't the White Lady at all. The spectre seemed to recognize Donna Bonnie and lashed out in a horrific attack, asking you why. Trying hard to convert Gwyndian into something, maybe explode you. It was hard to tell what was happening at the time.
Yeah, it was hard for everybody, for sure.
Yeah.
I sure didn't know what was going on.
After we recovered, however, from a successful bout, and Baller's spirits had unleashed and empowered everybody inside the team, a sense of unity came across a team of adventurers. And after that spirit of unity, everyone had gone to bed. Cute possible little romance might have spread out from Donna and Ronaldo. Behind the scenes. It's coming on the YouTube channel.
I knew it.
Tobias got a visit from an old friend by the name of Remy Benoit, explaining that he himself was indeed hunting you.
Yes.
Even maybe helped you out a little bit before he disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily able to disguise himself, so it's hard to tell, who he is and where he might be. But the team ventured out after an apology from Lieutenant Boren, heading out towards finding the lost fisherman. As Donna Bonnie very skillfully navigated the boat through the frozen lakes, able to find a cave where a strange smell was wafting through. Strangely enough, this large ice cavern underneath the iced waters, there were giant skeletons seemed to have been posing some kind of sacrificial pool or ritual that the giants used in the past. Spotting the scent of the smell, there was an old lady tied up, begging for help. Gulkster, being the quickest out of the bunch, ran over to investigate, only to be ambushed and stabbed by a strange, deformed old lady that turned out to be a hag cooking the fishermen in a large pot, conducting some kind of ritual to make this rancid stew. And as the fight started against this hag who wanted nothing more to throw you in, she revived a half-broken frost giant skeleton that erupted out of the ice. But with some very powerful spells being launched, some great teamwork, enlarging Borla to Borlarge, you guys were able to destroy the frost giant skeleton. A couple of close calls. But the good people, as we've become to know, had a successful fight. And our adventure's just going to start where we left off. Currently, some of you licking your wounds. A giant frost skeleton lies shattered in pieces, mere feet away from Tobias. And its head now lobbing inside the stew of the hag, who's also seems to be missing her head, lying bloody near the feet of Gwyndian the Great. And this is where we're going to be starting our adventure.
Holy shit!
So gross. Wow.
That was crazy. Did you guys see what I did? I was like on the back of him.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know if that helped at all.
No, I don't think it did, but it looked cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
For sure.
And Borla's still
Big,
like
right?
twice her normal
You're
size.
still huge for a while.
Borla's gonna go over to
I like
Gwen.
Borla.
Gonna go over to Gwen to be like, "You're my new best friend," and she's gonna pick you up and squeeze a little too tight. Realize that you're near death and set you back down. So,
I have 3 hit points.
and don't know what that means, but alright.
So how long are you
I have no idea.
large?
I'm not doing this. It's great. Something she did.
Can you like?
You look regular size to me now.
Can you do this like all the time?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't even know that was a thing I could
Right.
do.
You've only been alive for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. So
That's
It's
crazy.
been a pretty scary 2 weeks for sure.
What's that like?
Bad,
Okay.
especially here.
So, do we have any healing potions available for?
I believe you have one more. You used one on Tyrus to bring him back to
Yeah,
death after
I'm
a death step.
holding on to one. I know that.
Yeah.
Borla, I'm just spitballing, but I think like unless we start resting soon, you should give some healing to our pals.
I'm about to die.
He's about to die.
I'm on the.
Fine.
I'm right on the edge here.
Gulk's at the
Riches.
top. This still currently got giant holes inside
That's
his face. He's
right.
like, I can do some healing too, guys.
Oh, how's he doing?
He's looking.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
looking rough.
Well,
So
big.
Sophie's choice. Choose which one you want to heal.
I'm gonna pull out the much smaller vial of healing because I'm all big and stuff.
Your hands are huge.
And he, I'm gonna just sit right here on the ground.
Oh.
At that point, Atarius just walks up to Gulkster, puts his hands on it, and casts Cure Wounds.
Yeah, he's not going to win any Oscars for that choice.
Just for you.
All right.
And I'm going to cast False
Oh.
Life for myself.
So it's,
Oh.
Yeah,
1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points. Temporary.
How much does that give me?
So you go ahead and roll it.
You got to
Yeah,
roll.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, so roll 2d4s. I've got them here if you don't want to use the
Yeah.
digital.
Oh shit. That's 8. So I'm looking at 11 health.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
go.
watch as you cast a false life. There's just a strange piece of like magical ice energy that comes sort of just lifts off of the ground, just forms like this temporary like ethereal armor around yourself. Awesome.
Pretty cool.
Sorry, Pauline.
To go up to the book and just see if it's a language I recognize. Because there was the other giant carvings and runes and whatever around, just in case. I only speak like 3 languages, so.
I was about to say, what language do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, and Giant.
You do not recognize it, I'm afraid.
This book's weird.
I'd like to go up to the book and see if it's a language I recognize.
Could you tell me the languages that you speak? Sorry, I usually have everything.
Infernal Common.
You don't recognize it, I'm afraid.
Let's see. Wait.
Is it
I mean, it's a
Elvish?
minute.
1 minute. Oh, okay, so you'll be big for a little while.
Yeah,
Thieves' Camp?
I'll be wearing it. It's not Thieves' Camp. unfortunately.
Elvish? Deep speech?
You recognize it. If
Oh,
you had to go
what?
over to the book. Yeah, it is
Okay.
indeed written inside Deep Speech, which is a strange... It's strangely written out, but... Yeah, oddly enough, somehow you seem to recognize this language. You don't know how you know
Wow.
it. But if you spend the time to sort of glance through it, there are talks of, for lack of a better description, described as recipes as to how to prepare stews and things like that, collecting parts of the living in order to create possible things with essence.
Yum.
There's mention of this cauldron being exceptionally magical, having wonderful properties.
How big
Yeah.
is this cauldron? Can we take it?
To put it, I guess it's a small bathtub. Is the best way to put it for
It's
you.
pretty heavy, and you're about to get small, so you can
And
carry
it's
it.
at that
I'm gonna
note,
be big forever.
back to your dwarven size.
I love you too, regular size Borla.
Thanks.
Thanks, I guess.
There are also mentions at some point if you spend the time to just go through it. There are talks of other covens out inside Icewind Dale. Yeah, and you would say that a coven is essentially like a group of hacks, ideally, that have their own sort of mantras and everything else. And there are a couple of mentions. There's no real mention where or any sort of details to them. They're just kind of brought up as this transference of recipes, something that was stolen at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cauldron has magical properties as far as you can tell. There might be more hags somewhere in Icewind Dale.
I hate hacks. Can I take this book?
You certainly may.
I'm going to steal this book.
Easy enough.
Take
This is mine.
the hag's head. We need proof.
Oh.
So, I mean, I want to get paid, right?
I mean, was it a mission that was paid to get the hag's head?
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't really write things down.
Yeah, it was
fair.
Lieutenant Boren
So,
requested
Got it.
investigate.
Let's take the head. I won't take a bite out of this one, but
good enough. Put that in my sack. Smush.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fine.
it's covered in soup.
That's fair.
That's soup
And
bag.
if there's anything, any possessions of, like, the fisherman to show that we didn't just kill an old lady and bring her head back.
This is a wise dwarf.
Well,
we
Yeah,
have-
so
I
have the
actually have
book.
some wisdom. So.
We have
we have the
yeah,
book.
yeah,
for
you do.
proof.
There's the unfortunate body that is still nailed to the post. His limbs have kind of been cut off. The majority of the remnants of the other fishermen, it's literally just skin and guts that just kind of lie on the floor as she was preparing, like pulling out some of the intestines and cooking that, and some of the liver. So there's like
I don't
a
like
human, there's some part of a carcass.
I'm gonna go up to the stew and smell it because I'm really hungry.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's not sour, it's still a stew. So it's just imagine a stew that has been cooked with quite a bit of blood, kind of like a black pudding. There's that sort of harsh,
Bristly.
yeah, gristly, that kind of like charred kind of scent that blood just fills it with iron. So it's a lot of that. Yeah, it is still, you know, somewhat boiling away as the fire crackles underneath it.
It's not that bad, guys.
Do
You
it.
wanna-
Of yourself.
Are you guys hungry? You're almost dead.
I'm
so.
almost dead. I'll take a bite.
Oh my god.
Isn't that people?
I think that's good.
I've read that that's actually the most nutritious thing you can ingest. Is your own kind.
Well, I did read it was a magical pot. Magical stew pot.
I go ahead and I take the ladle and I.
Right. Okay, so the ladle itself, it's fairly larger. When the hag transformed, she was. So it does take some effort to like kind of lift it up or whatever. However, fairly tasty.
Wow.
It's imagine a really pungent but fat-filled beef broth.
I love.
It's basically what it is. As you kind of lift it up, though, there's the occasional that happens around the giant frost skeleton head that's now just
Yeah.
inside it. But yeah, there's occasionally the bone, occasional head, occasional rib cage that comes up with the bubbles. But yeah, it tastes all right. It tastes like a broth, like a stew.
Just like any stew, man.
Yeah,
How do you think stews are made?
With people?
No, not usually.
With carcasses, with animal meat, bones.
So what, you think you can make a stew out of meat?
Yeah, I think I
On a
could.
carcass?
I think I could
Stew it
if I was
Son of a bitch.
in. I'm not saying I want to. I'm just saying I could technically make a stew out of anybody.
All right.
This is a
I'm gonna
closed
go
can
up
of
and
something.
take a scoopful with my hand and raise it to my lips, but then hesitate and put it down.
Fair.
Sure, it's hot. You know,
It's
putting it,
hot.
it's but you're able to just.
See, my guess would have been either the dragon people or the zombie that would want to eat people.
Yeah, Kelk says just a key. Like it's just staring at you.
Yeah.
And Tyrus.
I mean,
is just kind of
I
continuing
reached
to
for it
pick back.
too, but
Yeah.
I hesitated. Not only because it was scorching.
I will say this, however, Tobias, if you were hungry beforehand,
I'm not anymore.
you feel pretty
Satiated.
haughty.
Wow. Feel great, guys.
Okay, you can get mad cow disease. That's okay.
I think it's Kuru.
Sure, you can do that.
I'm gonna get the mostly, I guess, intact corpse that was hanging up.
Mhm.
Maybe pull them down and carry with us. And someone wanna like search the hag for cool items,
Yeah, I'll
magic
search.
potions, spells, hex bags. I don't know what they do.
I can search.
Which stuff?
Roll me an investigation, please. And as you sort of pick up the carcass or whatever, just from the freezing tundra, what it looks like, this kind of like skinned corpse would be kind of mushy. It's just kind of frozen for the most part. So it's
Okay, like
fairly easy to break
Like I
up.
would a ladder, maybe.
Yeah.
His shoulders it bounces as you walk around.
23.
23?
Yeah, I got it.
Jesus, you found a social security number.
Uh,
So, digging through this hag's corpse, her like, clothes feel kind of wet and damp, like all throughout. As you dig through like a strange, like deformed and disgusting body, you do find a purse that has 66 gold pieces in it. You find a strange-looking, almost ruby-like gem. You don't recognize it as a type of gemstone that is typically sold for currency or anything else like that.
it's magic.
Maybe. Yeah, and that's what you find on her.
I'm gonna pocket the ruby gem
Yeah. Okay.
and not tell them about it. And hey guys, I found 66 gold pieces. Do we want to divvy that out?
So on that notice, I guess because you are surrounded by everyone, roll me a sleight of hand check if you're gonna try hide it on your person.
15.
Okay.
I think that's pretty good.
Beats my passive.
I think you notice as she seems to pocket something. Does her best to But then, yeah, approaches with
66 gold
6
pieces.
gold pieces.
Oh, thank you, friend, for sharing that with us.
Of course.
That's so kind and good of you.
I mean, we defeated her together. We might as well share equally.
Right, share everything
That's
equally.
That's
That's
good.
what we should do.
I love it.
Do I notice him?
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna say no, just based off of like passive perception versus like you were busy doing it, just drinking away.
Copy. Okay, so 66 divided by 6.
11. Which,
Yeah. It's not even about the money, it's about the friendship.
fair enough.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'll take care of.
And you know what
Yeah.
the most
Yeah.
important part of friendship is?
Honesty.
Honesty.
Trust.
Yes.
Yes. I agree, we have that.
Especially Galaxstar. I trust the Galaxstar.
I trust Galaxy in my whole
You can
heart.
trust me.
That little man.
So, we were hoping that this had something to do with the serial killing, but this doesn't seem like the same.
Well, maybe because I read a book recently. It was like 2 minutes ago. I read this book
Oh.
Wow.
where they were talking about that witches have covens. It's like a sorority, but for witches. It's
Right.
like gal pals, and they hang out. But there are other covens other than this one. I wish you guys could read this book, but I think it's a dead person reading. I don't know.
Right.
Looks like gibberish, yeah.
So what you're saying is maybe there are more hags.
Yeah, I
Around.
think there are more hags, and maybe they're eating people, or maybe that's totally unrelated. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, do you think there are any fishermen in this soup?
Oh, for sure, yeah. You'll
Absolutely.
No question.
multiple
Yeah.
people.
So
Yeah.
maybe we are onto something here.
Well, I'm curious about the connections between the two. Because the other one was like, we found the lady, she was all shaped into a sickle, and then she had a nice sickle, actually.
Yeah, still
And
have that.
It was very, like, ritualistic. So
Yeah.
this doesn't seem that. That's good. I guess we.
This
got-
doesn't seem ritualistic to you.
Well, not in the same way. The other one seemed like in honor of the
Something. The ice.
creepy Frostmaiden.
The Frostmaiden.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Those ones were teeth.
Right.
I think maybe they just hungry ladies.
Hmm.
Well, we'll report back because they definitely asked us about the fishermen.
Right.
We'll let them know they're all dead,
And there
and
might
we
be
ate some of them.
more of
Well, we
these.
could
There might be more.
Right.
leave that out. I was just, when in Rome.
You're also very weak.
I thought maybe it would help my overall health and well-being.
We
and
can't
I-
judge everyone in a time of weakness.
We won't tell them. It's okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
You're right.
we're done here.
Yeah.
Head back.
I want to be done here.
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
head
head
back.
back.
Okay.
We need to like rest for a bit. Some of you still look shitty.
I feel pretty shitty.
All right, let's
Yeah.
rest.
We can rest.
A nice short rest.
Right here.
Do like a short rest, yeah. Wait for an hour.
Okay.
Okay, so mind me.
Alright, are we going to be taking a rest?
Yeah,
Short rest.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and.
Let me use one of my hit die just because.
Guys, take the time to. I mean, there's a burning fire underneath this strange cauldron that seems to be emanating some of the warmth. Enough for you guys to just kind of huddle around the area, circle around, and just take a nice bit of a breath. The crackling fire from underneath the cauldron just provides a good respite from the freezing cold that you know is awaiting you on your way back out. But yeah, for the most part, it goes uninterrupted. It's at this strange magical cave. The only company at this moment, other than the corpses that you guys just made, are skeletons frozen underneath the ice. It's a strange feeling. It's kind of resting around these ancient beasts that kind of just laid down to rest a long time ago.
I have a logistical question.
What's up?
So when you take a short rest, you don't get points back, or I didn't get points
HP.
back. HP points.
You should.
You can use your hit dice if you'd like.
Is that how I can do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You
that.
There we go.
You
and
have
then if you clicked on
one-
Click this.
Yeah, you can use up to 3. You only get
Which one?
half of your max back on a long rest.
you could look at the change.
No, it's
So if
been
you
the
didn't want,
same.
if you didn't want to use all 3, and then you'd roll.
But then it said
Oh, and then I roll.
Sorry,
Yeah,
this
you
is
roll your
an
hit
RP.
dice.
No, that's all right.
So
Hey,
1d10.
it's a D&D game, y'all.
Because
What do you want from us?
As you take the
Alright,
So
yes.
1d10.
you only
Yeah, so
get
go ahead and just roll a d10. So expend
I
it,
see what
and then you
you're
can just add it yourself.
But you can.
Yeah.
Thank
can
you.
use
Sorry,
three.
wait then, because I have temporary hit points.
It's really cool
Yeah,
because
you can use one. I
the
use
feats
one.
are they like durable, which means that
What
you
is
can
your-
every time you
It's a
during a
D6
short
plus
rest
two.
when you roll hit die, you can gain the maximum amount back. So you kind of have like your own little bit of regeneration.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mechanics like that. It just makes the late game building into so much fun.
Nice.
Does that temporary hit points go up now or no?
I know she said
No, temporary efforts will stay until a long rest, or until either expended or you get a different batch of temporary hit points.
So your health is over your max.
I like this.
I'm almost back up to max.
Hang on.
This is D10.
That's a 12. D10 looks like this fella. Yeah, there you go. What's up, Greg? You alright?
No, I was.
We were both trying to figure out what a D10 was, and then he confirmed. We're good.
Sure. All good?
All good.
Alright, there we go.
What's your con modifier?
Taking time to lick your wounds. Coxa and the tires. Just spend time on tires and Pepe just kind of keep a watchful eye while everyone kind of rests up for a little bit. He's taking some time to just kind of reflect on the fact that with one stare, you just fell immediately to the ground during the spike of the hag. But for the most part, it goes uninterrupted. And you guys have your rest. You're ready to make your next move.
I'll take Witch Head. We take the Fisherman Corpse
In the book.
and the book and go back. East Haven. Right? East Haven, correct.
Alright, let's find our way back to the boat.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. There's like one path, two paths.
Alright.
Say bye.
Alrighty. These guys kind of leave behind the giants resting amongst the ice, slowly getting just fading off to distance. There's no sense of peace from whatever it was that they were doing. Crackling fire underneath the cauldron burns for long. The smell eventually leaves. You guys find yourself outside. The weather has kind of started to pick up. There's a large amount of snow just kind of bringing through a very, very harsh wind that as soon as you're exposed to leaving from the cabin, it just takes your clothes and you start to feel the chill of this environment for a while. Your visibility is a little harsher going on the way there. It's a lot of white as this thing is kind of blowing it through, and you're pretty far away from the town. You sailed quite some time, I think around about 3 hours before you were able to get to this cauldron. So any sort of camp lights in the distance is kind of nulled out. While you guys sort of walk into this blizzard, can I get a marching order from everybody, please? How you would like, well, just how you like to proceed before you guys go out. At the entrance of the cave, noticing.
I went first.
Order first.
Yep.
Oh, second.
First.
I like in the middle.
Yeah. Take the middle.
I guess I am also carrying a body, so there's that.
Yeah.
So,
And Tobias is in the middle. Then I guess Gulkster will hug Ataris. That seems appropriate.
Oh.
And Pepe. Following up the rear, making sure nobody gets lost.
Try not to be too loud.
Great. Borla, if you're going to be run to the front, and I guess if you want to either assist or roll your own perception roll, I'm just going to get it from you guys.
Yep.
But we're both going to roll with disadvantage.
Perception.
Got it.
What's up?
Perception.
Perception, yes, please.
Disadvantage. 9.
Okay.
Six.
6. Extremely hard to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you guys do start venturing out. As you guys start walking into this extremely harsh wind that seems to bite you to the bone. Starting to progress as you go along, Boiler, you leading the front. You have really no idea where you're going. As far as you can tell, you're walking forward for the most part. Donna doing your best to just kind of assist. You can still manage to see Borla in front of you for the most part, but there are times where the white just goes and there's a bit of panic. Before long, you just see this stumbling dead head dangling from Ola's shoulder. Dunia and Tobias, you guys are able to catch up just for the most part that you guys are next to each other, keeping each other in check. And the same with the other three at the back. None of you can see Pepe, just with white fur inside this blizzard. As far as you know, Tyrus is kind of sure that she's there, and that's about all it is. You travel for some time, knowing that you guys maybe walked, I think we said somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes off of the shore before you guys got towards the cauldron. The layers of ice that have just been covered with snow was a decent parking spot for your boat. So taking your time to go a little bit slowly to get towards the coastline takes even longer now with this blizzard. The sound of the blizzard, as you can hear, is just harsh wind snapping inside your ears and just the thumping of your blood for the most part. Getting towards your ears, trying to keep your body warm. It starts to become pretty intrusive, but you do hear in the background, and there's the occasional behind you. There's a little just kind of haunts it inside the distance. And for a second, Borla, you think you see something, but off into the distance. As you guys continue to walk, strangely, so slightly, like you can't really tell the difference as to when she wasn't and when she was. In front of you, there's this figure staring at you through the blizzard. Small, beady, pearl black eyes stare at you. A tall figure. And as the wind continues to blow over her, now and then snow passes just in a fashion enough for you to see, staring at you through the snow, is the head of a massive owl. Maybe at least 3 or 4 feet, even taller than Gwynnian or Tyrus. Small horns decorate the top of her head that curl like ram horns. And as quickly and as strangely and effortlessly she arrived, gone in the white of the blizzard.
Hey guys, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that was the Frostmaiden.
She's beautiful.
Was that an owl?
Beautiful.
You hear her coming off outside the distance, all around you. Before long, you're and you hear Gulkster just disappear into the snow behind you guys. Immediately, Tyrus turns around, trying to look for it, batting to hear it. You hear small sounds of a spell being cast into the distance. Just the faintest bit of light. And Tyrus manages to catch it before he looks to the rest of you. And he grabs Tobias by the arm. And he says, "I'll get him, and I'll find you." And he lifts off, and him and Pepe dart into the distance. And before long, there's a little bit of conflict. But sure as hell, that just disappears. As you hear, and this massive figure just jumps out towards you. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please, and you do get advantage for your
danger sense.
Because of danger sense, yeah.
19.
19, just as to move out of this way, this large figure, almost the size of a dire wolf, comes flying past you. Strange white fur lands on the ground beneath you, looks at you guys and howls. I need everyone to roll me initiative, please.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
typically we go to a break, but we're not going to head over to a break for this one because we're so early in it.
Early, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to make sure I do these maps a little easier here.
Best initiative so far, I think. It's about 60.
Where's the maps?
So Tyrus is trying to save
Galaxy.
Galaxy
Yeah.
now, and Pepe went with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pepe followed.
That's right, I've got this
Pepe
course.
followed suit.
That's great.
It's all right, I've got this corpse.
Don't worry.
I know, I should have tied like a red ribbon to it so you could track me through it.
Yeah, and a bell.
My hair's already red and kind of.
Alrighty.
It's a good lighthouse.
So for the most part, pretty ready, which is nice and surprising. Turn the music down because,
We did my.
yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna get some minis.
Yeah, we just got that one.
Could you do me a quick favor, love?
Yep.
Could you grab your guys' minis out of there?
Yep.
Thank you so much. As I'm gonna grab 3 large looking snow tigers. you guys don't really recognize what they look like right off the bat. But I'm gonna go ahead and place you guys inside your marching order. The one is gonna be off to the side. Yeah. Just make sure the battle camera's getting it nice.
It's like a big angry Pepe.
It's kind of a big angry Pepe. Okay, not for good for the cameras. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and plonk you guys down here. So we had Tobias and Gwydion.
I'm in the middle.
I did, yeah. I managed to glue your arm back on.
Thank you.
For the most part.
Very strong holding hands.
Beautiful.
Break things immediately.
This will never would have been.
Borla. And then, so Donna Bunny, we'll space you out like this a little bit. But this large creature just lands here in front of Borla. Which is
Good choice. Good choice.
alrighty, initiative. Could I get Borla's?
16.
16. Tobias.
Good.
10.
10.
Beautiful. Donna.
15.
15. I'm just gonna put this there. Gwydion the Great.
And a dirty 20.
Great. Sweet. Lovely. Alright. So, wish with an initiative of 21. Crag Cats.
Oh my god.
Craggy cat.
Crag Cats.
His
Yeah.
name is Crag. That's cute.
Eyes glistening bright blue, shimmering like sapphire, staring towards you. It's gonna run up and leap towards Borla.
Little me.
Little old you. Alright, and it's gonna go ahead and just try to sink its giant, massive saber-tooth like talons into you. That's gonna be. Oh, that's a 9? No. Beautiful.
Well, good thing we rested.
Yeah. Alrighty, and that's gonna be its turn for the part. Next up to go is Gwydion the Great.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cast Reduce on it.
Oh yes, thank you so much for moving up there. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna cast Reduce on Craig.
Craig?
Oh, Craig! He has to do a Constitution saving throw of 13 or be small.
Okay.
Those are the options.
Alrighty, what level are you casting the spell at?
Second level.
At second level, okay. So, as you start to enchant your magic into this creature, something hits it and something else, almost divine in nature, starts to try and spin your spell around this crag cat. It's gonna have advantage on its saving
I'm
throw.
gonna be little.
Okay. What does it need to beat?
13.
Okay, got an 18.
Oh.
As your magic shots sink into it, this strange glacial magical energy swirls around. It lifts up and it goes right back at you. I'm gonna need you to roll, your saving throw against your own spell.
Constitution?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's see.
Let's see if you can beat yourself.
Yeah. Okay, no, it was a 6.
This energy shoots right back at Gwydion. As soon as it hits you, you see 2 legs and the head. It goes, whoop.
I was so cute.
You are now itty bitty. And I've got markers somewhere here. Yeah, there we go.
I was so little.
Look, she made us
I
all
don't know if it
big.
has reduced it yet.
Oh no.
It does not. Okay. So I'm just going to give you this little marker just so we're aware that you're itty bitty. Tobias, you notice this happened like right next to you as you just little cute Gwydion on the ground. Is that going to get all from you?
Yeah, that sure is.
Alright, Borla.
I will use my second rage for the day. Super excited to fight the kitty cats.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to try and smack it in the face
Alright.
with my great axe. And because why the fuck not, it's going to be a reckless attack.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll with advantage then, sir.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
Yes, this is gonna hit. It's a big kitty. It's a pretty easy target for the most part.
6 plus the rage damage, so 8 slashing.
8 slashing damage. Oh wait, slashing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's extra really damage. That's what I was scared. Beautiful. Alright, both respond.
resistance.
There's a strange green glow that seems to emanate now inside this lizard that starts to spiral around you guys as these dwarven spirits once again release from the rage. Sinks her act right into the side of this crag beast who just hisses back at you.
So it is a disadvantage on anyone except for me.
Except for you,
And
correct.
if it does hit anybody else, they're resistant to the damage.
Lovely. Oof. A team tanking barbarian. This is fun choice. Alrighty, is that all from you?
Yes.
Beautiful.
We do have a note to music. We need to go down a tiny bit.
Oh, music is going down.
Just a tiny bit.
Process, no, that's a good thing. Rather than they don't hear it.
And
All
I
right.
won't speak up.
Next up is John Bunny, and then Tobias, you're on deck, sir.
Alright, so I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
So,
Is that possible? Or no?
so Hellish Rebuke happens when you get hit.
God
So you can cast
damn
it
it!
outside of your turn as a reaction. It's a great
Damn.
spell. It's a great
It's
spell.
a great spell when
It
you
is,
use
it's
it
a
correctly.
great spell.
Alright, so let's boomerang this kitty cat.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna boomerang her. So let's do this.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
What we got?
Natural
20!
Does that hit?
Oh shit, okay.
Oh, plus 7, so whatever.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It'll hit. Alright, go ahead and roll your damage.
1d4 plus
Uh,
3.
So it'll be 2d4 plus 3. Because you
2d4.
damage your die on a critical hit.
Ooh. 2d4 plus 3.
Correct.
Woo! So we're 8 damage.
8! Solid! Even inside this blizzard, able to pull out a boomerang and just catch it right on the side that Paula had just sunk in her axe into before it returns back to your hand. Masterful hit.
There you go.
Lovely.
Everyone's doing real great.
Your boomerang noise is fabulous, by the way.
Thank you. Alright, Tobias Kinsley, sir.
I'm gonna hit it with the crossbow.
All right.
Rolling for. Let's see. It's gonna be a 16 plus what? 17. Does 17 hit?
17 is gonna hit, sir.
All right.
Alright. So you don't
1d8.
unfortunately get your sneak. Wait,
I'm engaged.
you're within 5 feet, so you are gonna get your sneak attack damage.
Cool.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll for your crossbow damage, and then roll 2d6 for your sneak attack.
Cool. So the crossbow damage is going to be 8,
Woof! Okay.
and
We're gonna kill this kitty. Craig.
you said
Crap.
a D6.
And then 2d6, I think. At level 4?
Wow. Yeah.
To level 3.
Level
Is it
3.
3?
We're level 3.
Yeah, we're all.
Oh yeah, level 3. It's the 4th episode.
So is
Sorry.
it 1?
um,
I don't know.
it should be mentioned inside your attack, actually. I have a little embarrassed that I didn't know.
It's either in your attack or in your body features.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds and I can take a look. Sorry, all real D&D game, right?
Let's see here. 2d6. Yes, you were correct.
2d6. Yeah, it was right. That's beautiful.
That's going to be an additional 7 damage.
Additional 7
8,
damage.
8 and 7.
Nice. Oof, rogues, man. Alright. Hell of a hit. Just into the side. This thing is starting to look awful in front of Orla as it just starts screaming out into the dark. You guys hear from inside of the blizzard
Oh no.
as another crackhead starts coming around this side out of the dust, and then the one that almost seems to be coming from the direction of where Ictarus and Gulkster were into the bout.
Another Craig.
2 more crags!
Fuck you, Craig.
Alrighty, so this individual now that's gonna run up towards Tobias. Oh shit.
Great.
Let's see. It's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Let's angle it over there nicely for the cameras. Look at that.
Nasty.
So this thing just runs, does a pounce as it leaps through the air and it comes towards you. So real first, let's see if it hits.
Shit.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Okay. So I need you to roll me a strength saving throw, please, sir.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh shit! Where did you get 12?
-1, so 19.
All right. All right. So you are going to take 5 slashing damage.
Oh.
Correct. However, as this thing tries to like land on you, it's trying hard to just pin you to the ground and try to sink its teeth into you, and just able to just throw it off with a bat. Just use your crossbow to get between the two of you, push them off of your feet.
Wow,
You're almost a
Tobias.
predator. Tobias has become a bit of a badass.
Different Tobias.
What I'm seeing.
Now for this one, it's gonna go. Let's see. That's 5, 10.
No, eating him this little snack.
It's
right
gonna
now.
do the same, yeah. So you're reduced.
So cute.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that means you have disadvantage on all strength saving throws, right? Okay. It doesn't get advantage on the attack though. So that's gonna be a 14 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw with disadvantage, please. Where's the
One
long dot?
is 14 and the second one is 19. So 14.
God damn, with disadvantage! Damn, okay. So go ahead and take 6 points of slashing damage. As this thing just pounces on you and just starts tearing into you, but as it tries to hold you down, you're so skinny and lean that like in between its paws you're able to just can't get a hold of you. I think it's just frustrated trying to get a hold of you, but
Slippery bones.
that was wonderful. You're now at the top of the round, where the damaged crackhead is. I mean, it sees it's got the things coming on. It's surrounded by these dwarven spirits. It's gonna go for you.
With
It's
advantage.
gonna give it a shot.
Has advantage on the
Thank God it has advantage.
attack. It's a crit.
It's 2 natural ones.
Oh.
2 natural ones in a row.
He should implode.
I missed the office. There was a magic there where Jay got a natural 20. Alright, so 2 natural ones. This thing is so fucked up, it makes plenty of sense. This thing is now bleeding from this like boomerang that wrung its head. It's got the solid crossbow arm bolt inside its arm, a gashing wound, and these dwarven spirits. It's trying to lash out at you, but like Bola is just standing strong and still, not even raising a shield, and these dwarven spirits are just pushing this cat away, trying to get at you. Alright, Gwyndian the Great with Borla on deck.
Okay. Let's do this. Could I do Ray of Sickness?
You certainly can.
on the cat behind me?
The one that's attacking you?
Yes.
Alright, correct.
Okay. I don't know. Actually, it was 13.
13. 13 is gonna hit.
Yay.
Alrighty, so go ahead and roll your damage, and I'm gonna roll once again with advantage.
Okay. Damage is 14.
Oh. Ooh. What's the DC that it needs to make? 13?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Constitution 13.
It rolled a 13, so it's gonna save.
Wow.
So as the spell hits, once again, that glacial magic just starts to swirl around it. Before long, it just gets into its mouth and it just
Stop that. Stop
back
that.
out towards
Is that
you.
gonna happen every time? I don't.
Yep,
Should I
it's
have
got.
something else?
So I guess I'll go ahead and just roll once again the attack roll to see if it hits you.
Let's see. Okay, that would be a 19. So for sure that's gonna hit me.
That's gonna hit you, yep. So go ahead and roll your damage, and then roll the con save for it.
Okay, the damage is 13, and my Constitution save is 17.
Okay, so you do save it. That's great. So you are gonna take some damage, but you're not poisoned, thank God.
Okay.
So yeah, it just beams right back at you. Necrotic energy is just hitting this poor little skeleton on the ground. Shaman.
For how many?
How much damage did you roll?
Yeah.
13. That's how much you're gonna take.
Oh, I take 13 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, how does this work? Can I take this out of my temporary hit points?
Correct.
It should be
Yes.
first,
Yeah, your
Oh,
temporary hit points will
I'll do
always
that.
take damage for you too.
Okay, so 13, so I'm down to 2.
Points.
Woo! Looking bad.
I'm looking a little weird.
As this
Okay.
necrotic energy starts to hit you, like that cool aura that you had brought up from the glacial ice in your belly, it stops a lot of the damage. But as it tears away, hits your small
Going
form,
terribly.
unfortunately. Alright, we got Borla as I replay the music. Sorry, I don't know why I keep
Please help me
pausing
out.
there.
How Gwen? I've got this one.
I'm just gonna use arrows from now on.
Don't worry about me. And I'm gonna just recklessly attack this thing in the face.
All right, beautiful. Go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
Oh, beautiful.
Dang.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, Warla. Even if you roll a 1, you're gonna kill it.
One of them was a 1.
All right, there we go. So, how do you want to do this? How do you want to kill your crackhead?
Oh, just like center the forehead.
Yeah.
Split the eyes.
Whoa.
With a
Oh,
great axe.
guys, even through the blizzard, you hear a sword as this axe just hits it, and this creature just immediately just goes limp on the ground.
Wow.
And
On the ground.
then I'm gonna move.
Beautiful.
So this one's out.
Yeah.
10,
I'll move his body out of the way.
10, 20, 25, so I can get up here.
All right.
And I'm just gonna. Hey, you! I'm bigger, fight me!
All right, I'll tell you what.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Roll me an intimidation.
Intimidation.
You did just chop its bloody head, its friend's head off, like in half.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Alrighty.
Scared kitty.
Donna Bonnie with Tobias on deck. Sorry, was that your turn, sir?
Yeah, I don't have a bonus action to use, so
Correct.
I'm already raging.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess we'll say your
still
intimidation was.
Sure.
But great, so we got Donna Bonnie and
Goodness.
Tobias on deck.
I'd like to turn around and hit the back kitty.
This one over here?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, let's go
I'm
ahead.
gonna actually take my crossbow at this.
Oh, okay. You're
I'm
on
a
within
boomerang
range.
girl, but I'm gonna get the crossbow out.
Alright.
Let's see.
2 crossbow users now as Donna pulls out her own. Goes ahead.
Woo! Does 15 hit?
15 is gonna hit.
All right, 1d6 plus 3.
Lovely.
1d6. Woo! I love a normal die.
Classic. In Vegas.
Oh! 9,
Yeah?
baby.
Oh! Hell of a hit. Yes, like. Alright. Solid hit.
Thank you.
Great. Is that gonna be your turn?
Bonus action. I'm good. I don't really want to use my crimson ray on this, so let's go to Tobias here.
Beautiful, Tobias.
I'm gonna hit it with the crossbow again.
Sure. Just so you know, though, at this range,
Yeah.
like within 5 feet with that ranged weapon, without a feat, it's gonna get disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
melee weapon.
Well then
Grapple.
I'm
Grapple.
gonna do my dagger.
All right. Putting away his crossbows, pulls out his daggers. Go ahead.
All right. Bam. Bam. Ooh. Ooh. 10.
10 just misses, I'm afraid. You can, however, use your bonus action to
Right.
attack again with your other dagger because you are dual wielding. Dual, yeah,
Right.
dual wield.
I'm rolling again. 14.
14 is gonna hit.
Oh, thank God.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Alrighty, I'll do that right now. It's gonna be 2.
All right. Hard to get a hold of this big old kitty, but sure as hell, as it kind of like moves out of the way of the dagger, you're able to just stand on the top of its shoulder with it. All right, good too. All right, it's now going to be the crackhead in front of Tobias to respond. It's just going to lash out, try to attack you with its teeth.
Uh-oh.
And you stabbed the shoulder.
I did.
That's going to be that's 19 to hit.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Alrighty.
Mad.
He didn't even ask. He just knew.
I mean, when it comes to future levels, it is going to be. Is this going to hit? This
Yeah.
doesn't. Okay, cool. You're only going to take 4 piercing damage
Okay.
as its talons seek into you.
That's force nothing for you.
Ouch.
It doesn't do anything.
Alrighty. Next up to go is the one that's in front of Gwyndian.
Don't kill me.
Really regretting letting you roll intimidation because a dirty 20, without a doubt, is definitely. It's going to turn towards you and
Yeah.
try to attack.
Attack Orla?
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
You used reckless last turn, right?
I did.
Cool. So that's going to be
I did?
advantage. Rolling dice is fun. That's going to be a 21, non-natural.
Just barely.
Just barely hits it. Alright, that's just going to do this fella. Let's go. Okay, that's 6 piercing damage, reduced to 3. Great. It's not look bad for these kitties, y'all. Alright, but we are now at the top of the round with Gwyndian the Great.
Okay. Can I dual wield daggers and stab?
You can indeed. Great, so go ahead and roll for your first one.
First one, we're looking at a 15.
15 is gonna hit. Lovely.
Huzzah. The damage is 6.
Oh, damn. Lovely.
Haha.
Okay,
For the second one, it is a 23.
that is definitely gonna hit.
I love this.
Jesus.
And the damage is 4.
4. Just watching Tobias pull out these daggers, I was like, that looks cool. Puts the spellbook away.
I forgot about stabbing.
Inside of the robes, just 2 little daggers come out, almost like Psy, and just 2 solid hits into the side of this crackhead. That is probably the coolest combat shot I've seen from a fucking wizard in a while. Nicely done. That's your action and your bonus action. So are you happy with that?
Yep, that's great.
Beautiful. All right, we got Portal Forgeborn with Donaboni on deck.
Copy.
Alright,
Hey, friends.
I'll go slowly just in case. This is a little weird. I'm gonna take my axe and
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it.
All right.
Cat.
This is gonna
With
be
the axe.
acrobatics or Arcana. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
With reckless abandon.
Yes. What we got?
Possibly a miss. 11. With advantage. it's
With
11.
advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid that
Making it for the crit
just
before.
doesn't hit.
That's fine.
Just misses it.
Damn.
It's too mad.
Yeah, you're thinking about it too much.
Yeah, I don't need bonuses, so that's it.
Alrighty.
Keep it pissed at me.
Yeah, I mean, it is indeed. Alright, Donaboni with Tobias on deck.
Oh boy. I'd like to do a bloated agony on.
Oh shit, okay. I'm glad, because
You have a little toy.
I made
for
one.
bloated agony.
I made one. Alright, cool. So, read it out.
You curse a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you to painfully swell until the end of your next turn. For the duration of this curse, the creature has disadvantage on strength and dexterity ability checks. And takes 1d8 necrotic damage if it makes more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Alrighty. So, guys, watch as strange kind of magic. There's this weird pulsing inside Donna's arm, like underneath her veins. And as it reaches out, which one are you targeting? The one by Tobias or the one by Gwyndian?
Probably Gwyndian because she's dying more than Tobias is. You're both dying, but
Yeah.
probably Gwyndian.
With this creature, it's currently covered in blood at the moment, and you can kind of see some of the blood just seeps back into its wounds, and all of a sudden it just starts getting like really uncomfortably bloated and just right in front of the two of you guys, as there's some enchanted blood magic happening in front of this crag cat. It's now got the most fearful fucking look on its eyes as it's just getting bloated and increasingly uncomfortable. I think that's just a bonus action, is it not?
That's just the bonus action.
Beautiful.
So that means I can have another action,
Yes,
correct?
it is. Indeed, it does. There's no specific
Well,
order of
let's crossbow Mr. Bloaty.
All right, go ahead and roll. I'm gonna.
14 plus 7 is 21.
Gonna hit, girl. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And the damage... Yeah, that's not as good, but 4 in total.
4. Okay.
With your bloated agony, what happens?
As it hits the side of this increasingly uncomfortable cat, there's a huge sack of blood on its side just colors the white of the snow beneath your guys' feet. It's still alive, but it is just in agony right now, as it's just increasingly swollen, but now just patches of blood are just pouring out of this creature's guts.
Alright, let's pop this balloon, guys. Let's go.
Tobias Kinsley, sir.
Did you put your little toy on there?
I did not, thank you.
Oh my god!
A self-made toy.
How far is that one away from me?
Currently 10 feet, so if you want to use your crossbow, you certainly can.
Alright, I'm gonna hit that one with the
Pop the
crossbow
balloon.
because he's all bloated.
Beautiful. Go ahead and roll.
Balloon.
What we got?
17.
17's gonna hit. Roll some damage. Actually, I'll be honest with you, Graham. Once again, even if you rolled a 1, you would kill it. So why don't you describe to everyone how you're going to kill this bloated monstrosity of a beast?
What part of him is the most bloated?
Definitely around about the stomach area. It's like even at the back, it's gone to the point where his hind legs are kind of bending underneath the strange like weight of his belly.
Cool. I'm just gonna aim for that area and see what happens.
As he's kind of getting mauled by it, he kind of sees everything that's going on, dodges away out of this attack, and just leans his arm on the creature's head and goes right through. You just see this piercing bolt just right through it, hits this thing's stomach. There's a strange moment of his whole bottom guts just explodes onto the ground. Weird guts and blood and necrotic energy just spill out as the whole half of this creature's torso is just missing. It just collapses down on the ground in front of you two.
Gross.
Absolutely disgusting. Thanks for that.
Delicious. Yes.
Alright.
Cool.
Honestly, seeing all of this crackhead is just gonna turn and run away.
Whoa.
As it starts piercing out into the blizzard, however, it is leaving melee range with you, Grayson. So you can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
I'd like to do that.
Beautiful.
Fucking put this thing down.
Love it. Go for it.
Gonna roll here. Natural 1.
I mean, do you want to read your cool homebrew ability because you rolled a natural 1?
Yes.
Just because it's really cool. I'm so glad that we made it for you.
Yeah. So I have something called Tasha's Hideous Laughter. A creature of my choice that I can see within the range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into a fit of laughter. If this spell affects it, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. At the end of its turn, each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the saving throw if triggered by damage. On a success, the spell ends. So basically...
So whenever Grayson rolls a natural 1, because
Yes.
of his ability Plant Impale, if he ever rolls a natural 1 on an attack or an ability check, like acrobatics or anything like that, and he rolls a natural 1, he can target people equal to his roll level and try to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on them because he makes a hilarious performance out of fucking up.
That's crazy.
Which I'm going to do.
Beautiful. Alright, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It's a natural 1. As you try to spin around, this thing's moving back. You've been having a hell of a combat round. It's time for Tobias to keep being cool. Runs it out, just slips on ice and blood and guts, and like classic cartoon, just spins all the way around like a Charlie Brown kick. Thank you. I was going to say Chaplin. Charlie Brown kick, just spins around. And as you land hilariously, like in some of the blood, this crackhead, like as it's trying to run away, notices and just. And it just like falls to the ground laughing in this strange sort of motion. It can run away because it touches Hideous Laughter. Yeah, it becomes incapacitated. Which I actually have a thingy for.
Thank God you're a klutz.
Yeah. Oh, finish him off, please.
Alright, I'm gonna put the incapacitated token on here because I get lots of toys as a dungeon master. Yeah. Give that way. Close the camera. Alrighty, so it'll be back to the top of the round. Gwydion the Great.
I'm gonna stab him. I don't care how cute he is. I am gonna stab him.
Alrighty, running up. Go ahead and stab.
Ooh, does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Let's do that.
Alright, go ahead and roll some damage.
You're looking at 4.
Alright.
And for the second one, it's a natural 20.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So do I roll 2 of the damage?
Correct, yeah. You'll roll 2d4s.
That counts.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so 6 total. That's
Beautiful.
right, 6. Wait, but plus the 4.
Plus 4, yeah.
So 10.
Once
total.
again, just running with these daggers, like just, you don't even see your hands, the cloaks have just kind of covered it. Just running towards this poor creature. As it's laughing hilariously, what I'm going to say, just for the sake of brevity, just run up, this creature's just staying on the ground. As you get there, it hardly even flinches to your arrival, as it's just cackling in laughter at you. There's just a... And it just...
Oh.
lies down on the ground.
I assassinated it.
You killed that cat.
Sure, yeah. He was adorable.
Well,
See, now this meat I would be okay eating. Not the people stew though.
That's soon.
Well, to each his own.
Although this one looks like it has tumors now.
Alrighty, congratulations, y'all. You survived another game. Another.
Just
Combat.
barely.
Do you think they have any pockets filled with gold?
I don't think so.
I'm not greedy, so I don't care. I just thought I'd ask.
Where's Tyrus and Galaxy?
Yeah.
Currently, right now, it's hard to see past your like immediate vicinity. At this moment in time, the blizzard is still kind of raging around you. The frost is kind of like starting to really sink into your guys' bones at this moment in time.
Any footsteps left the direction they ran off? Or one of them ran off?
Go ahead and roll me survival, but with disadvantage
Fair enough.
because of the snow.
It's a natural 1 plus 30.
Oh, yeah. It's impossible to tell. If they were, it's covered in snow, and now 11 guess.
No one can track this.
Well, they're from here. They know their way around.
Oh, I feel like they maybe got kidnapped by that big bird, or am I reading the bird?
I have no idea. Do we go
I don't
after
think you are. I think it's,
I think this had to relate to the bird.
I think we keep.
We just
Headed.
leave them behind.
They're gonna meet us wherever we're gonna go. Because he said he's gonna save. I trust.
He seems to know what he's doing. Alright.
I said we go back with our goods. If we want to go back and try to find them, we can. But we have to go back with our goods. Prove that we, fucked up the hag.
Fair enough.
Do what we need to do.
We'll go pick up the body again.
Great. As you guys start to march, I guess, roll me, I guess if everybody wants to roll me a perception with disadvantage, as you guys start to navigate back towards at least the coastline that you were hoping to find.
9 again.
9, okay. Okay.
It's a disadvantage.
No, I was just thinking, you get a lot of recurring numbers this
Oh,
section.
sure.
Some strange magic in this house.
Yeah.
9 as well.
9?
Wow.
But I have +4, so 13.
+4? Don't you have the
Perception.
observant feat?
What?
So you have +4 per perception?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So how much?
Total is 14.
14,
Or 13,
okay.
sorry.
13, cool.
5.
Right? It's hard. It's
I
really hard to
minus
navigate.
one.
But as you guys start to go along, there's a strange moment, especially with you, Gwyndian, where your legs kind of go back up and you're back to
Oh yeah. I
regular
forgot.
sized person.
My robes fit again.
It was
Like
really
old
cute.
baby, my big old giant robes.
No. But Tobias, strangely enough,
Gets bigger.
able to gets bloated. No, Tobias, you're able to somewhat navigate yourself to the coast, and once you're at the coast and like the edge of kind of glacial ice that's now covered with snow, it's easy enough to start navigating, like following it a while to like try and find where you guys park the boat, because at least you know there's a direction that you guys can travel in order to get there. However, it does take some time as you guys are currently walking around this thick ice inside this blizzard. I'm going to need, it'll just be Tobias and Donna to please make me a Constitution saving throw. Because you're resistant to cold, Orla, and I think you are as well, correct?
I'm not
Yeah,
resistant.
dead.
I'm not resistant to cold.
Resistant to cold?
Yeah.
Ah, but sweet you were.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay. Good thing. Thank you for correcting me. Then please roll me a Constitution saving throw. For what some reason I thought you were.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
great.
have advantage against poison and resistance to poison.
Of course, yeah.
But as a dwarf.
Oh wow. Okay. Wonderful. All right. What did we get?
8.
An 8,
13.
a 13,
17.
and a 17. All right.
This is not the campaign to have a bad constitution.
Yeah. All right. So just you're getting beaten by the cold as you're starting to grow. Tobias and Borla, you're able to stay somewhat, like fortitude from it. However, Donna, using your blood magic takes a lot out of you, and without that blood flowing
Yeah.
throughout your body, naturally your body temperature drops. You are going to suffer 1 level of exhaustion trying to navigate
Oh
through it.
no!
Yeah. However,
That's actually bad.
exhaustion. Exhaustion's the worst condition in this game. So help.
Oh goodness.
However, even though like exhausted and collapsing, getting picked up by your friends, you guys come across a very familiar boat. Able to put your guys' stuff inside, 2 people down currently, but you are inside the boat with the evidence, a new book, and extra gold inside your pocket.
I feel weird leaving behind the 2 and taking the only boat. It's gonna take them a long time to find us.
I think we might have to find them. I think if we find that bird and kill her, we can take our friends back. Huh?
That bird was weird.
You love killing things.
I do. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't think we can kill that bird.
Do you think she has our friends, or that was maybe just like a random? You know, if we talk to the guy who we give the dead body to, we can ask him, hey, have you seen like a little dinosaur and like a big dinosaur and a cat?
Yeah.
Those are pretty recognizable people.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of stick out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we have some friends. They're very odd looking.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You know these guys.
I think that's probably a good.
Posters.
Yeah.
Everything has pictures of them.
Posters are good.
Yeah.
Lost.
Yeah.
You know,
Well-
if found, please return to.
I guess, like I said, the one good thing is they're both from here, so they know the place pretty well. No, I'm not from here. You're not from here. You don't know where
I
you're
don't
from.
know. I think I went to hell for
I
a
don't think
minute.
Donner's from here either. So, of 2 to get lost is probably the best 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're scaly.
So we're just trying to justify us leaving, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
The cold is still pelting you guys, and
Suitable.
currently Donna's not looking very good, and only one of you is currently protected by the blizzard. So if you guys are going to make a decision
Yeah.
to stay or leave, we should make one now.
Let's go. Let's head back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Alrighty. So who's going to be taking the helm to navigate this boat?
The sailor, right?
All right.
I'll do what I can to help, I suppose. Because
not.
Donner doesn't look great.
I still have to sail. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways we can do this. You can go ahead and just do the clean roll and add your proficiency bonus to it. You are going to roll with disadvantage
Yeah.
because of your exhaustion.
Uh-huh.
Or if we're going to try and make it a group effort, we can make it a group roll. But people obviously aren't going to have the proficiency bonus of the sailor background. So it's how you guys would want to handle it. If you just want to take the helm and just try to guide everyone through to the best of your ability, Donna, we can do that. Or if you guys want to pitch it in, we can travel that way.
Is there, like, if we're helping Donner, or I were to help Donner,
Yeah.
would it possibly just eliminate the
The
disadvantage
disadvantage?
for her, maybe?
I would probably make you roll.
Okay.
Just to see if it will count. Yeah.
Up to you, I suppose. I'd like to know.
Okay, so we both roll if I allow Borla to help me. I think
Yeah.
she should probably.
Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a survival roll because
Yeah.
there's a savvy behind trying to use this particular thing. So go ahead and just roll me a survival roll, and then depending on her result, we'll see if that helps.
18.
Alright, I think that's going to be good enough for Boiler to sit down, take the oars, and she's short enough for you to at least just sit behind her and navigate. So with an 18, we're going to eliminate the disadvantage from exhaustion. So go
Wait,
ahead.
I'm good now?
Yeah, well, you're still
This is a
exhausted, but you're not going to get disadvantage on your sailor check.
Wait, I'm cured?
Wow!
I'm all this,
Friendship!
yeah, all this friendship energy.
So
I
yeah.
just slap her and she wakes up.
Oh, dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. All right. So, sure enough, you are able to
Thanks, Borla.
eventually just able to guide it through. Boiler is strong, just roll you guys out. Before long, you guys start leaving off into the coast and doing a very great job navigating between the two of you. You guys are able to avoid all kind of conflict with the surrounding glacial energies. Another very impressive feat because the DCs are high for that. But well done. You guys do eventually manage to circle your way around close back to the docks, where it does get a little bit more difficult as the closer it gets to the land, the more and more frozen these patches of ice as well. But sure enough, you arrive back to the town of East Haven as a familiar fisherman by the name of Rook. And the old gentleman who's kind of dirty blonde with a beard, starting to get a little bit grey. Of course, fully kitted up, sees you guys coming back. Immediately, as he notices you guys coming back, he's sort of hailing you in, and with the lanterns that use that typically to guide you in, he does disappear into the sort of off-white cabin. By the time you guys manage to park and get your way out, he comes back, and sure enough, he's got your security deposit that you put down, for the return of his boat. And he comes back and he's like, "Oh, sure is good to see you guys. Wait, are we missing people?"
People is a interesting word.
Best friends is more like it.
Yeah.
We lost 2 best friends out there. It's been a hard journey.
Two
sorry.
Two lizard best friends.
Sure.
And by lost, we don't know if they're dead. We just lost them. Like, we don't know where they are.
Yeah, you think they're okay?
Have you seen any?
I mean, it's hard to tell if they know the way around. Yeah, maybe they'll be able to do it. I mean, how far did you guys travel? I don't know kind of reference. For
Couple
that.
hours, I suppose.
3 hours ish,
Yeah.
roundabout.
I mean, if they know where they're around, it could be alright. But I'm sorry, I don't know how to answer that.
We solved the missing fisherman problem, though. Just kind
You
of
did?
pull the head
Yeah.
out.
Oh my God! What is that?
Right?
Did you know him?
She was evil. Eating people.
Yeah,
Bad.
throwing her in a cauldron.
The hag.
Right.
She ate.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
Just the hack.
You see-
No one else ate anybody.
Roll deception.
The dead guy in the boat over there, you see?
Yeah.
It was a next meal.
5.
Look, what's done is done, okay? It was hard out there.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you ever heard of the Donner Party? It happens. Anyway.
On a party.
All right. Your hand kind of just takes your hand, puts the 2 gold coins inside it that you put down as an insurance. This is, I believe that's for you. Oh, that's really sad that they're dead. But thank you. Thank you for getting to the bottom of that. At least that's one problem taken care of.
Yeah, that hag won't be eating anyone anytime soon.
Fucking right. Well, sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure you guys have places to be.
Maybe next time if we need a boat, since we helped out, we don't have to do the down payment.
Absolutely,
thing.
yeah, without a doubt. We can certainly make that arrangement going forward. All right, I'm gonna get. I'll get stuck into your boat, and then I guess I'll just work on how to break the news to the other boys. But
Right.
thank you.
So sorry for your losses.
Oh, thank you. No, but you guys did good. No, this is a good thing. I kind of think we all kind of accepted that they wouldn't be coming back at some point. But it's nice to get the sort of finality of it all.
I mean, sailor to sailor, I understand those losses.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
Do you know the dead guy?
The one in the boat.
In the boat,
You
yeah.
listen to the gentleman
Yeah.
in the boat. He kind of takes a look for a little bit. His face is kind of fucking mangled,
Yeah.
and he gives it a quick look before immediately looking away. He says, yeah, I don't really have the stomach to look right now, but thank you, though.
Should we just like walk it to the tavern, or I don't know where that.
Please don't do
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah, maybe, and maybe we'll just use the book instead.
Right.
So far, people don't seem to like the dead body.
I'm taking the head, but the body.
The soup head, yeah.
So like somewhere we could keep it here on the harbor until we talk to the.
We'll bury it. That's it.
Maybe just throw
Oh
it
right,
away.
yeah.
Or bury
Sea
it.
burial. That makes sense. Right.
Yeah, I guess I'll get a blanket for that.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. Alright, I guess I gotta get to work. And he kind of just stumbles to the back, and he does indeed come out with a blanket, just kind of without looking, tosses it onto the body, and then he just starts tying up the boat rather securely. Kind of getting from leaving you guys to your talk on. And I guess we're gonna cut to a quick break, real quick, so I can turn the bloody air conditioner on. And yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. Once we take a little break, and we're gonna get back to see where it is. The world is your oyster. All right, thank you, everybody.
I like oysters.
We are back! I'm gonna turn this down just a wee bit. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna pick up where we just left off. I haven't arrived back at the docks. Intact, somewhat successful. Galxa and Tyrus and Pepe are still out there inside the wilderness of the blizzard. But you guys have arrived back into the town of East Haven, having bringing back some of the evidence the hag was capturing some of the fishermen inside of the area, along with some news of the dearly departed fisherman. But yeah, as you guys head off, the world is your oyster.
As we head to the town hall, I'm not putting the head back in. I'm just kind of like over the shoulder. Hag head. Town hall.
You like to carry things over the shoulder.
I do. It's easier to take some of the pressure off.
Sure. Do you think that maybe, we should keep that thing put away just until we...
I don't know. Alright, fine.
Look, if
There's a
they're
couple
getting
of-
upset by dead things, then I don't want to eat them.
I'll put it away. It's fine.
I mean, I can help you carry
We're
it.
heroes.
If it's a thing about
We're
your bag.
heroes.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
We're
yeah.
the good people, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we call
The
ourselves.
Which part?
We're the good people.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure.
That's it.
The title and tagline.
Yeah. We've low hanging fruit for sure.
Sure. So, town hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Put the down head away.
Bring the head into town hall.
Alright.
Alright.
As soon as we get to town hall, it's coming back out.
For sure.
Right. Compromise.
What's happening in town
We're
hall?
fighting a troll!
Troll in the town hall! There we go. That's the door of the town hall.
WD-40 there.
Right.
Yeah.
The smith's tools working up some new hinges.
So you guys arrived at the town hall. All familiar with this location and place. If you guys recall, for a few of you upon arriving inside East Haven, this is where they burned Dazan, the Red Wizard of Tay,
Right.
at the stake. However, a little less busy. Upon entering into the area, you come across the reception hall in the very sort of wide building that has stairs at the back leading up to the second floor of it. This chamber is decorated with some oil paintings that typically depict some life inside East Haven, including a large painting of the town itself on the north wall. Mounted on the south wall is a 5-foot-long stuffed knucklehead trout. Imagine a gorgeous red fat trout, but its head kind of is like really stumpy forehead. It kind of bulges out, and that's a knucklehead trout. It's pretty much a staple inside Icewind Dale. It's one of the things you can find underneath the glacial ices as a source of food. They're fucking meat, and this one itself is really huge and really chunky. Currently mounted to the wall. Underneath it, if you take a look, there's a little engraved copper plate that says, inside common, Big Nuck, caught by East Haven fishers during the summer of 1479 DR. Right here, as you guys enter, there doesn't really seem to be anybody currently working at the area. You guys hear now and then there's a couple of clutter. But you lived inside this room for a little bit for a while. It's kind of strange. The paintings are pretty interesting. A lot of fishing. There is some sort of depictions of the previous lives of pickpockets and thieves that kind of built East Haven, typically as well. There is a new painting that has been added, the burning of the Widders of the Tay, as an accomplishment of finding one of the members of the Arcane Brotherhood, said to be wreaking havoc across Icewind Dale. Eventually, a young lady enters the ship, enters the space, and she sort of notices you guys before she quickly takes a couple of things. She's putting things away at the front desk and says, "Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. How can I help you?"
Lieutenant Borum.
Oh, you're looking for Bottom then, is
Yes.
it? Okay. Let's see if he's available. Who can I say is requesting him?
Good people.
Oh, good people.
Sorry.
Oh, that's the thing. They're good people.
Yeah, just the good people.
All right. Is he expecting you?
Should be, huh? Maybe not this quick, but yeah.
Sure.
I think we've exceeded expectations. Okay.
Very well. It's quite charming. I'll be back in a little bit. Please, just you make yourself comfortable. Please huddle over the fire. Stay warm. And she kind of just disappears through the stairs, taken up to the entrance, and just disappears into a little room. You guys hear her footsteps disappearing. You guys are stuck here for a little while.
I thought about taking the head out just then, like putting it on the table.
I don't think she'd like that.
No,
Yeah,
she seemed the type maybe a bit squirmy,
Yeah.
squeamish.
Yeah, I'm
before
glad
not-
you didn't do that.
Right.
That's good impulse control.
You know, sometimes.
Is there anything of interest in this room that I can see if I do some investigating?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me investigation.
Hmm. 12.
12. Okay. Take your time to just have a look around the room. No. Paintings are probably the most prominent thing. You're following the paintings all the way to the new one, to where it's basically at the end of the wall. You do notice something. Behind the large painting, on the new one, there seems to be a few planks of wood a little out of place.
I go over to it and investigate further.
Sure. You can roll me another investigation if you'd like.
Uh, 19.
Ooh.
Make sure we're wrong. Alright.
Yeah, just look around. Lifting up the painting. Yeah, there's something behind it. Planks of wood almost seem to be kind of joined together to be one long, flat surface.
Like a door.
Get an idea there might be a secret place here.
I'd like to
Cool sound.
investigate further physically to try to see if I can find a...
I mean, as you kind of push it, you do feel there is a... behind it. It takes some force. Doing it, you do feel a little bit of wind coming from the back end of it as this door does indeed move.
What you doing over there?
Come over and help me with this.
I think he's rubbing a wall.
All right.
Rubbing it.
Walk over. What we got here?
Push.
All right. Push.
I push.
Much stronger. As you guys sort of push open the door, you guys do find yourself to be inside a strange room.
Wow. You
Tapes-
broke the wall.
Tapestries and painted landscapes decorate this room, in the middle of which is a large table surrounded by high-backed wooden chairs. The chair that's over there has kind of this rather large chair that has its back raised, and it's the flag of East Haven, the tower and the snowflake at the top of it all. There is a window that sees towards the outside, and right now there's still snow streaking across the aurora-struck night. And if you have a look around this area, eventually there's a good chance you're inside some kind of official's room, maybe a politico of some case. But there's nobody here currently.
Are there any other exits to the room, or is this the
There's
primary?
indeed. In the back right-hand corner, there's another door. Just a regular door.
So probably another way around this. We just took a shortcut? Secret exit, maybe? I don't think we're supposed to be here.
I don't think so either, but
I think we should go inside and like hang out.
Yeah, I love eavesdropping. Let's do it.
You mean
Let
like
me know more about this person.
you want to go further into the room we're not supposed to be in?
Yeah.
While we're waiting for law enforcement to come back.
Yeah. I mean,
does that sound bad?
No.
I don't know. Does it look like there's a decanter of some nice like hooch in here?
From your immediate perception, yeah. There's like a little bit of mooch.
Okay.
Inside
Well,
a little
like-
canister that's sitting by the desk.
I feel like we should taste it, test for like poison, you know? People are there's assassinations going on. It's our civic duty.
so we should poison ourselves possibly by.
I'm pretty
so
good with
great.
that kind of thing.
how's her constitution with poison?
I'm a dwarf.
I feel
We're
like
good with
she's
it.
really good.
I'm a dwarf. I'm good
yeah.
with poison. That's true. I feel like
right.
I'm just gonna walk over.
It's gonna be nice about
Well,
saying it.
that's-
Yeah, it's
keep
kind
an
of
eye
similar
out.
typical glass thing that pops at the top.
Yeah.
Taking a sip of it, it is beautifully fragrant scotch. Yeah, it's nice and harsh all the way to the back of the tongue. It reeks like it was just kept in some oak barrel for ages. It's
Scotchy,
beautiful.
scotch.
Definitely poison. Nobody taste it.
Yep. I go over to the door and try to open it.
Sure, it is unlocked.
Okay, I step through.
Cool. As you step through, peeking your head out towards it, you find yourself. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. There are indeed two doors. There's a door inside the area that I've described, and there's a door just on the wall opposite you guys as well. That's a little bit more bigger. I apologize for that, everybody.
Which one?
I went to the smaller door.
Smaller door?
Yep.
You peek inside what looks to be a personal coat closet. Now, there's a full set of cold weather clothing that is kind of hanging around. And there's a few trunks as well, and if you had to pop one of them open pretty easily, there's just some warm gear that seems to be of very decent quality.
Does anybody want some clothes?
I'm not sure we should steal the clothes. Do you want to steal the clothes?
It's very cold outside.
We should have taken the pelts off of those cats.
Oh.
Cat skin.
Oh.
Well, but we have clothes here.
I say, okay, never mind, and I go over to the big door and try to attempt to open that. Open that one.
It is locked.
Shit. Let's see here.
Well,
Anything like interesting strewn about, like a desk or a table or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Okay.
there's several
I
papers.
have finger
decorated with it.
picks. Do I have
You can use your fingers as lockpicks.
Wow. Okay. 'Cause I
Being-
don't have a lot of skin, but what I do have is a lot of bones.
You wanna?
Yeah, I'll get right in there. I'll get a.
Pulling up the glove, you guys see the skeletal hand. Very few little pieces of
Pretty
flesh and
gross,
remnants
huh?
of it.
Yeah, people hate those.
Sure enough, these long skinny fingers start. Go ahead and roll me just a dexterity roll.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 15. Right now, who knows?
Just trying to do it. You don't feel successful,
I'm
and now your
stuck.
finger is stuck in the
My
key.
little finger trap.
Shit.
Oh, guys, you gotta grease me up. You gotta grease me. Does anybody have any grease?
No.
Oh, I'm stuck.
And then I grab her and
Well, it's gonna try to yank you off.
Finger.
Right? Roll me a strength. Just roll me a. Yeah, this is a strength throw.
How does this doorknob have such a high armor class? Like 15 is pretty good.
Well, to pick like a finger.
Ooh, natural one.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Just a comical scene as you try to pull it out of your
Hurts
fingers.
so
just
bad.
stuck inside this key look.
We're gonna cut with her fingers stuck in there and you drinking and wearing
Around about this time, you guys start to
Dressed in all
hear
clothes.
some footsteps echoing across the cold stone
Oh
floor.
my god.
Buck.
We should go back.
What am I gonna do?
I'm
Break
gonna
out my fucking finger?
I'm gonna go over to Bull and
All right, cool. Roll me a
hopefully
strength
they
or
don't mind the mandible being left in there. You said strength?
yes.
Just straight strength is 14.
14.
Yeah.
I'll say 14 works. You it's like, ow, fuck! As you pull your finger out, it's painful. It just got jammed.
Okay, I have 10 other ones.
But
Let's go. Hold the door closed.
we shuffle back into
Cool.
the
Shuffle on your way back out.
And on the way, I grab a little bit of that scotch.
Yeah.
All right.
Poison.
So you guys sort of peek out for a little bit. You're lucky enough. Nobody's there yet. Able to close the door behind you.
We still haven't gotten our drinks. The service here is terrible.
You do, however, hear the door just on the other side of it. You do hear the door being opened where you guys just were.
The door that we tried to
Where?
open,
Yeah.
just open.
You still have your whole finger, right? You didn't leave anything behind?
Oh yeah, well just a little
As you
tidbit,
look
but
at
I
your
got-
hand, you do realize you are now missing one glove.
I'll just put my hand behind my back so they don't know I'm a skeleton.
A pretty long speech.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll just kind of.
they won't be able to tell at all.
Don't, like,
Well,
doesn't...
now that I'm dead, I look okay. And
You
the
do.
smell is, you could cover that up with perfume.
The door eventually opens up, and stepping through the figure is not Lieutenant Warren. However, you guys do recognize him. Captain Arlagoth walks on through. Captain Arlagoth was the half-elf gentleman who you guys know as the captain of East Haven Security, who burned Dizanwa at the stake.
Holocaust?
He burned that person at the stake.
Yeah. He kind of fronted it and addressed the town and everything. Oh, excuse me. Discuss amongst yourselves. Talk about Captain Arlagoth.
Hey, do we like this guy?
I don't know.
I did see him commit a murder like immediately.
But it seemed like official
an
kind
official
of...
murder.
An
Yeah,
official
but he
murder.
like burned somebody
It was
alive.
the Red Wizard, right?
Red Wizard,
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know that guy. He could have been
That's
killed.
terrible.
It's like in the painting, he's this little guy
Put
over
it
there
on
off to the side.
YouTube.
Is Arlagoth in the painting?
Wait a second, this is what I want
No,
to
He's
know.
not painting.
Like the painting typically is, it's literally just like a pretty abstract version of like
Just
somebody that's burning in it and surrounding town folks, all with their kind of hands up celebrating it outside of the front.
Abstract. It's like a Picasso.
Yes. However, this half-elf gentleman is somewhat fairly rugged, but with no scars or anything else on his face. Long brown hair behind his head as he sort of marches in. He's got a very similar cloak to Lieutenant Bourne, the white fur around the edge, and as it falls towards the back, the cape splits into two colors, the brown and the blue, to represent the symbol of East Haven itself. He marches around and eventually addresses you all and says, "Hello, I believe we have you to thank for our fisherman debacle."
Ah, good cold evening, sir. Yes, you do have the good people to thank for...
The good people, that is right.
Yes.
That is what I've heard.
Yes, we
Yes.
are the good people, and we are here to do good for people, other people. Not just us, because we're good people, but that we are good for...
I'm getting just a thank
Yes.
you very much.
Yeah.
Pull out the head.
Oh my.
Yeah, you like that?
He sort of walks over to you. He's not a tall gentleman, even, I mean, especially to you, but for the rest of you, do notice there's an impressive stature to this gentleman. May I?
Sure. Not too
Takes it
attached
out
to
without
it.
kind of hesitant. He looks at it and goes, "Huh. Thank you. This couldn't have been easy." He just kind of grabs it for a little bit and he says, "Out of all the problems that we had to get one of these, huh?"
Yeah, I've heard that's called a hag. Yeah.
Indeed. He kind of hands it to her. She says, "Would you mind, please?" And she kind of takes it and she says, like, "Yeah, just dispose of it. I don't care what you do with it."
Yeah, there are other hags.
Yeah, we've heard about some other hags in the area. It's a hag. This is a hag sesh. There's a bunch of hags everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hag
Interesting. How did you come across this kind of information? Did she divulge it to you?
No, she didn't divulge anything to us except her head. Once we chopped it off. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take credit. Once she chopped it off,
I think I got her head.
Oh no, you got the giant.
The ice giant.
The ice giant. Sorry, there were so many heads flying around. I didn't know. Yeah.
It's really bad.
We're badasses, is what I'm trying to.
It would certainly seem that you are a capable group.
Necromancer and cannibal. It's a neat hag.
Yes, she was a formidable foe, but we managed to overcome her.
And then I read her diary.
That's what we were getting to.
Right.
Her
And it was
diary.
pretty personal, yeah.
She talked about her hag friends in the diary. Is that
Yeah,
right?
which is cute. I love ladies supporting ladies. But yeah, definitely they eat a lot of people, and there are more of them out there. And I don't know if you want this
Covens.
Covens, correct.
book. Covens, you
Mind if
know?
I take a look at that book?
For sure, yeah. I don't know if you can read
Gingerly
it.
takes it from your hand and he starts
But-
paging through it for a little bit.
No
Closes it, he says,
shame.
well, I do believe there is a reward. Lieutenant Bourne did tell me about the good people going out to do it. So you shall indeed be compensated. However, I'd love to take this book over your hands.
Are you able to read it?
Yes.
Well, that's a neat trick. I thought it was just dead people.
Me too.
Ah. And
You're not
hags.
dead? You're alive. Okay.
Last time I checked.
Most people I meet are alive, but you never know.
Yeah.
What language is that?
Yeah.
It's a deep speech.
What does that mean?
Deep speech.
Yeah. Old kind of. Well, you don't really need to. It's not pleasant.
Oh,
But when you try to look after people's safety and whatnot, you try to do your best to understand and make threats and stuff.
Like phonetically, it's not pleasant to speak, or it's
Also, yes. It's not. But I would love to take this book off your hands. Financial compensation for the completion and evidence, as grim as it was, for the solution to the fisherman problem. I'd like to offer you a little something different for the book, however.
what's that?
Bringing Dazan into custody, I had the pleasure of certain items to confiscate off of this person. So I could certainly offer them to you from my Temple Library if you would be interested.
What items?
of whose person?
The dude he burned in his
Uh-huh.
steak.
So he's
The
dead.
red
He's
guy.
not using them.
That's
He's
true.
not going to need them back.
Yeah,
We can use them.
yeah. I guess yeah. We'll take a look. I
So
mean,
instead of gold, we're gonna get this guy who you burned off the
no,
stake.
his stuff.
Oh, no,
His
no.
stuff.
I confiscated 2 items of magical properties of this person.
Yeah.
So I can eat
I'm
one
willing
book
to
and
offer
eat
you
rest.
your choice of one of them for this book.
You make it both of them. We'll take. That's a deal.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Hell yeah.
Pretty important book.
I think so.
Yeah, he wants
Seems
it,
he
so it
really
seems
wants
pretty
it.
important.
12 plus 7.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
19.
Pretty charming.
Persuasive.
Pretty persuasive.
I mean, you said yourself. It's a.
Very well. We are indeed inside your debt. I give you the 2 items that I've confiscated.
Our friends died.
Yes.
Probably.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Maybe
Okay.
they're out there.
What are the
Our
2
We
items?
still get their pay,
Well,
like it was 100 gold each. We still get
We're
our
saving it
friends
for
that
him.
we lost, right?
They promised you how much?
I think it was 100 gold each, right? It might be.
Is that a lot?
I think that's what Lauren said. That might have been a different job.
I think they said 200
It was 100 gold to ascertain separate culture.
That's right.
Which we did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
wasn't
don't
paying
believe
much
you guys
attention.
discussed in drastic
payments
terms.
for that.
Right.
From its
That
import.
was something else, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we just we take the 2 magical items then.
What are the 2 magical
No, no.
items?
No, there's
He,
also.
he stated he's going to financially compensate you for the fishing
Right.
task. He's just asking if you can buy the book.
Yes.
With you.
Yes. May we take a look at these 2 items? I'm a
This
big
book, cool.
Shop.
Pulls out
big into
2.
test driving before I buy.
So he pulls out a scroll. It's inside his hand. And he hands it over to you. Does anybody understand anything magical in nature?
I mean, just barely, but yeah.
Alright. Hands it over to you and he lets you carefully examine it.
Woo!
And you do see that to be a scroll of
It's a
fireball.
A fireball.
Yeah.
I love that.
He says, takes it back from me and says, the other that I happen to hand on to him is a fucking nuisance in the hands of somebody clever. And he hands over, it's a strange little grey bag. It's a little grey bag that's maybe about this big, tied well at the top. You can understand just from the cloth of it and the shine that's onto it, something's been done to this bag.
I take it.
No, okay.
Okay. I open it.
Strange enough, when you open on the inside of it, you can't see what's inside. It's just kind of like this strange sort of abyss-like amalgamation.
No. Okay.
You gonna try to dig in?
Do it.
What's the deal with this thing? And I stick my hand in it.
Alright, so as you stick your hand inside, sorry, I'm gonna pull up the exact details of it because this thing's a lot of fun. Alright. So, as you stick your hand into the
Okay, so it's like you use it when that's like when
bag of
I
tricks.
see.
Alright.
What?
So you pull out a little fuzzy object. It's a strange little like fuzzy ball. It almost looks like a big stuff of cotton, but it's a little more. It has a little more tension to it. That's currently what's inside.
A lie.
The fuck?
Could I investigate that?
Sure, you can roll Arcana if you want to look for magical properties.
Sure. I'm gonna
Sure.
roll Arcana. It's gonna be 16.
16. All right, so you understand for the most part that that's a living thing inside of your hand. There's a kind of sentience to it that is related to some sort of creature. And Captain Olagos is noticing you guys studying it for a little while. Says, perhaps a demonstration would be in order.
Yes.
Gently takes it from your hand and he just
Sure.
tosses it. And I guess who wants to, you were holding it? Roll me a d8.
You got it, man.
I'm gonna get a new friend.
You know this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Can I have it? I want one. D8.
Yeah.
Oh.
And 2.
I
2?
Yeah.
This is perfect. He tosses it. It lands on the ground. It bounces once before it just sort of disperses out of the area just from the energy and the poofiness of the thing. In that spot, a giant rat just kind of grows there on the ground. It looks to you and it just runs to your feet and it just snuggles at your feet.
Oh, hey! Yeah.
Your father.
Hey.
I love
He
that.
takes the bag from you, ties it up, and he's like, alright, I guess I'm gonna call that a free compensation.
Wait,
So,
Free rats.
so
Yeah.
basically from the gray bag of tricks, there are going to be 3 more additional fuzzy objects inside of this bag. Sorry, I'll have to explain it just like this, because explaining it in narrative context is just a nuisance.
Sure.
So 3 fuzzy
There's
objects
4
inside
in
the bag.
total.
Well, 3 now. Yeah. 3 of the objects have been pulled out of the bag. Once you do that, you roll a d8, and depending on what the object is and what you roll, that creature is going to be your companion.
So my companion is a rat.
You have a Pepe. But
That's
you-
your Pepe?
You have a rat.
Yeah, if you don't like re-rolling, you would pull a new one and throw it. That one will disappear and then it'll pop up.
Correct.
Could be a rat again though.
Yeah. However, you cannot use this bag again until the next dawn, so you have to wait the entire day to do it. You can pull up the giant rat statistics on D&D Beyond, and it is now considered an ally to both you and your companions. It acts on your turn, so directly after you, essentially is what it'll do. You can use a bonus action to command your creature to move, and what actions it should take on its next turn. So if you want to command your creature, you have to use your bonus action. It's different to
Okay.
Ataris and Pepe's connection.
That's cool, man. My
bonus.
bonus action was lame anyway.
You are so lucky.
Great. And if,
Everyone has a pet.
in absence of orders, I will tell you how the giant rat will kind of act. You know, if you're not around it and it's by itself, or it hasn't been told any orders, it'll do a giant rat thing. So,
Giant rat.
now that there's a giant rat at Tobias's feet, nuzzling up to you, mate, do you want to name it?
Yes, I will name it Whiskers.
Whiskers. Whiskers the giant rat. So Captain Aragoth says, "Sir, these are yours. Thank you."
Thank you. And you mentioned something about
Oh,
financial compensation
Of
as well.
course.
Just
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
pulls from his belt another little pouch. very typical little money pouches, you know, well. And he hands it over to the bus, and there's the two of you kind of having a discussion. And in it, you will find 120 gold pieces.
Ooh, not bad, not bad. Thank you, sir. Pleasure doing business with you, and I don't care what anybody says about you. I think you're a good guy.
No, thank you. I'll try to take that to heart.
Yeah.
Thank you for the rat.
Shall we divide the 120 to 4 or to 6?
Probably 4.
I don't know. I think we should keep a memorial money going. If they come back, we'll give them the money, and if not, we'll use it to bury them.
Okay, so what's 120 divided by 6 then?
20.
Math.
20 gold pieces?
Unless there is anything else that you guys require from me.
You know, buddy, I think we're good. Thanks a whole bunch. I do have to ask, we lost 2 of our companions out in the blizzard. They are from around here, so they're kind of, they know the lay of the land, but if you could keep an eye out, an ear out for 2
Lizards.
lizard men, we would greatly appreciate it.
Big one,
and-
little.
And they have a snow leopard with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He points to the map. That sticks to the sun wall. So, would you be able to direct us in the direction that you went? I could send a scout party out.
Yeah,
You should-
3 hours
Yeah.
that way.
And as you gesture towards it, it says, "All right, I'll send a scouting party out there to look for a snow leopard and your 2 friends."
Lizards. Yeah.
All right.
Big little lizards.
You seem a little not too phased by the news of other hags. Are you got any plans in that regard? I mean, we like to make coin, obviously.
Oh, so you're interested in future work?
I think so. I mean,
Well,
I
yeah, how do
speak
you
for
feel
everyone,
about that?
but
Either pro hat, anti-hat?
I don't mind working with you guys.
Yeah, you seem to pay pretty handsomely.
Yeah, you do our very best.
Yeah.
All right then. I might have some work available for you guys. It'll take me a while. I'm gonna send out that scouting party, and I'm just gonna hear some of the news from the rest of my team out there. Where could I find you?
The pub. We will be at the inn.
Yes. That's
Yes.
where we are.
The white lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to White Lady, yes.
Sure. You look haggard. Is there anything that we can get for you?
It's very rude.
Just noticing now that the exhaustion kind of sticking in, and you guys are currently,
Oh, yeah.
for the most part, kind of wounded.
I would like to not be exhausted. How can that happen?
They go on like that.
Solid beer and that.
Fabulous. We'll be at the White Lady.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you know if Ronaldo's in?
Ronaldo? I'm afraid I wouldn't know that.
He doesn't work at the White Lady though.
Yeah, but he's like he's a town friend. You know,
The local
I
bartenders do it?
I know of the place.
we crazy guy talks to ghosts.
I mean, I've heard of him, especially after the last debacle that occurred.
There was a little bit of an uncle, yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the bar, find out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out myself.
Let's get a pint.
All
no
right,
help
good
I did.
people. Thank you.
Thank you, good man,
Hard to find.
elf man,
Yeah,
that
Judy.
likes to burn.
And he just sort of just
Okay.
turns to continue working out. And immediately as his back turns out, he's calling over the receptionist and just immediately starts asking her questions if she can go find somebody else. And the two of them just kind of work together as they disappear, leaving you guys inside the hall.
Wait, leaving us in the room alone?
Oh yeah, you guys are still inside the reception hall, in the front area.
Do you guys want to go back into that room? Or do you
I
want to go
mean,
to the
to
top?
what end? If it's for more Scott, then yes.
Did anyone find anything suspicious in that room? Did I find anything suspicious in that room?
For me, perception, no. It just looked like somebody's office.
There was a
Okay.
suspicious
Yeah.
amount
It
of
seemed,
scotch.
it seemed pretty boring to us, right?
I mean, there were papers, but I didn't really read them.
I think what our main concern should be at this point is finding our friends.
Yeah.
And I want to go to sleep.
We also need to
So
go to sleep.
tired.
I'm about to die. She's about to
I'm
die.
about to die.
I'm
You're
really
You're
exhausted.
really tired.
Literally exhausted.
You're fine, but you know you could use a pint.
Yeah, it's cold and I like a good drink.
All right, all right.
Oh my god, we'll see if Ronaldo is there.
Yeah,
Oh, let's pop it.
let's go.
So, white lady, keeping an eye out for any interesting things in town as I'm walking along.
Beautiful. All right. So if you're keeping an eye out as you guys start to venture, go ahead and just roll me a. Roll me a perception. I don't know if anybody else wants to. Is it? What are you exactly looking for? If we could just ask.
That's a good question. I don't know. Morla's like had a good couple days fighting and stuff, and she's looking for excitement. If anybody's, I don't know, doing anything interesting. It's kind of a boring town in that respect. I don't know anybody outside playing cards or something, or if somebody looks like they're looking for help. I don't know. She's just like going back and drinking is fine, but I'm still doing good.
Great. So there's not a lot of outside activity, especially if
It's cold.
it's typically cold, but yeah, I mean there are still people. You know, a couple of like a blacksmith is still closing up the rest of his shop for the end of the night.
Right.
Most of the time, if people go out, they teleport. But yeah, you do see occasionally some people are just coming in from a day's work. Typically a hunter, people are putting their wagons and their horses inside the stables, keeping them as warm as they possibly can along the streets. But so far, honestly, nothing. So what did you roll?
I was 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Nothing superb catches your eye. Yeah, for the most part, people are, shutting in or heading out further.
If there's any shifty people that look like serial killers around, we might get lucky.
You don't notice. Yeah. I mean, there might be the occasional, bad moods happen in cold weather where people are being, but at the top, you don't really notice too much.
It's alright. Well, there's always drink.
All right, now that you've done hassling the locals, okay. Alrighty.
Hey, like I said, we're heroes, so.
You do, however, notice that there are. Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but as you guys are walking towards the inn, there are a couple of looks and sort of whispers. And then there's the occasional acknowledgement from someone as you guys are passing by from the individuals.
Oh man, as a tiefling, that just means everything to me. That's so nice.
That's very true.
That's all I have to say. It just feels really good. We're being acknowledged as good people.
They're good people. We're the good people.
Yeah, daughter, that you made that cat thing blow up, with your weird blood magic. Is
Yeah.
that something like all tiefling can do, or what?
I'm a blood hunter.
Yeah, not all humans are the
That
same.
doesn't really mean a whole lot to me.
Oh,
He's
right.
trying to learn about
Okay.
you.
Well,
Educate yourself.
She.
I will just say I'm a part of an order. May or may not be a part of an order that
Alright.
uses blood to magically. I use that for my spell work, my own blood, and one of my spells is blood agony, which causes creatures to bloat up at my will.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, I liked it too. I remember when I shot him with that crossbow. He was all bloody
Yeah,
and
it was
blew
really
up all
nasty.
the
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
cool.
like a-
I was right there. It got all over me.
Yes, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
That was alright.
We have bathed.
It's a crazy order.
Yeah.
It's a big sacrifice if you join it, but worth it sometimes because blood balloons are fun.
That was
right?
really fun. Yeah, it was one of the best days of my life.
Cool.
We should go to the inn and wash all this blood and guts off of ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're really dirty.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
As you guys, eventually, as you're walking and talking, you do eventually come across the Glowfish and White Lady Inn. Upon entering, there are some folks doing their best. It is immediately warm on the inside of it all. I know, Syrinscape. But entering onto the inside of it all, there's a few people that are just kind of enjoying the beer, walking about. You guys recognize Bartman? And then the gentleman that brought your wagon in, he's starting to cook and serve. He looks happy at how busy things have gotten. That's how the White Lady, and now that the rumors have kind of sort of washed around that the White Lady was killed, that there were still people, there was a team of adventurers. There's been some talk about the White Lady Inn. And Bartman seems to be relishing in it. The owner doesn't seem to be there at this moment in time. But yeah, there's a group of individuals who are currently working about. You recognize Rook is currently sitting with a group of other gentlemen. They're kind of dressed the same way. Having a beer, you can see they're kind of having a very intimate and kind of intense conversation. And sure enough, in the corner of the room, not sending out any incense or anything else for sounds, but just occasionally just practicing with an instrument here and there, maybe scribbling in his book, is Ronaldo the Halfling. Looking like he's got a little bit more color inside his face now that he's recovered. But he seems to be hard at work. Doesn't even notice you guys entering. He's playing away. He's kind of writing things down for a little bit. I mean, he'll play for a little bit. He'll take a sip of his drink and then he'll think and get back to work. But yeah, as you guys enter, yep, that's basically what you guys see.
I'm gonna go straight to the bar,
Okay,
grab 2 pints, and take it to Ronaldo.
beautiful. Oh yeah, Bardabon immediately recognizes you, has it ready for you to go. Yep, puts it down in front of you and says, don't worry less, we've been told they're going to take care of you. And he points over to Rook and the rest of the fishermen, still kind of put down.
They're taking care of us.
Alright. That's it.
Thank you.
Hands you 2 pints. Yeah, once again, he's kind of looking up and takes a moment to be like, oh, you're back.
Yeah. Pretty quick.
What, I would say, oh, thank you kindly. He just kind of pushes out the drink away and immediately takes a sip. He says, oh my god, you look, are you okay?
Oh, how do I look?
Like you got in the fight.
Oh, I did.
That's blood and guts all over.
Yeah, I have blood and guts.
Hi, oh wow,
Hey, we're the wingmen. What's up?
You're looking much better than last time we saw you, pal.
Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better.
Do you mind if we all take a seat?
No, please, Bardabon, I'm gonna steal another table if that's okay. Bardabon just immediately thumbs up. He's totally cool with you guys. Yeah, and so Ronaldo hops off and just starts dragging chairs. He says, yeah, please. I was actually I was currently at work working on The Good People, a little performance piece, kind of.
Really?
Back to you guys. Yeah, I told you guys I'd sing your praises, but my perfectionist nature comes out and I've changed the thing like 4 times. But I promise I'm getting towards the end of it all.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, it's so flattering. It's so flattering. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys look. I mean, you're looking all right.
Me?
What just happened? Where were you guys?
Oh, we fought some bloated blood tigers.
Well, they weren't bloated when we met them,
What?
but yeah.
I mean, they weren't bloated when we first started fighting them, but by the end of it, they were bloated and bloody, and we got all their bloat and blood all over us, pal. I'm telling you, it was a bloat fest. Blood and bloat everywhere.
Doing it now.
Blood tigers were very full. That's I gotta go with that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's really
we didn't
cool.
even talk about the hag, man. We fought this hag. She stabbed Galaxer in the stomach, but he had this cool thing where he like wrapped. What was that thing called?
I have no idea.
It was like a thing he wrapped around her neck and like attached to her, and like it was cool, dude. It was
He's
cool.
just scribbling notes away. He's like drinking and just like paying attention, and he just goes through the whole endeavor of his eyes light up at the idea that you guys fought a frost giant skeleton. He's hearing tales
Yes,
about
we did. And
a
she
giant
chopped
dwarf fighting
it off,
about. Yeah. So he's having the time of his life. He's literally just writing pages and pages and drinking and enjoying himself. But yeah, it just keeps going on for that for a while.
I got a fan.
But he says,
Cute.
"This is a lot of material. I don't think I could do this in one song. I might just have to create.
We might have to make an EP for all of our content.
yeah.
Maybe that could be good.
Rock
That could be good.
opera.
I like that.
That could be interesting. I could probably get a hold of some people in need of some performance artists. That could be interesting. Instead of, if we can have a whole town meeting about burning somebody alive at the stake, maybe we can have one celebrating something good. That could be something cool to organize. I should probably
Yeah.
invite someone to this.
How do you feel about that, by the way?
Well, to be honest, I didn't necessarily know what to believe, really about it. I've heard tales of the Arcane Brotherhood. I do my best to keep my ears open to many tales, but
was that, in your opinion, and this is just between us, a justified stake burning?
I just think if there's somebody that has a lot of potential into them, getting rid of them right off the bat might be... I mean, I understand it. I'm not in the position of keeping a town happy. Well, outside of, just strums his music a little bit.
But did this gentleman exhibit any behavior that seemed
I mean,
dangerous?
once again, not to my knowledge. I'd heard stories I didn't get to see him when he was at Saab. He stayed for the most part.
Stories about him specifically or the Arcane Brotherhood?
A bit of both. I mean, a lot of people know the Red Wizard Tay, but
Did it seem like he was...
anybody... Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, please, you're fine.
I have this weird thing about people getting burned alive, possibly unjustly.
Sure.
Very unique.
Yes. I think I'm the only person who feels that way. I guess I'm just trying to understand what was so scary about this guy that he needed to be burned alive.
Illusory magic can have a lot of harmful effects. Very easy to manipulate people, and inside the town where people are very on edge due to a lot of the things. Frost and hags, and goes on just on the list of some of the things. And says you can understand how anytime somebody is trying to manipulate part of the force, or the people that runs this joint, or that runs another thing, or impersonation can do a lot of damage to the town folk. So once again, I understand why, the speaker and Captain Harlegoth did what they did. I don't know. I just think it's a great ending to a story. It's just one that I just wished didn't end that way, or at least that soon. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? I'm sorry. I've been
Pretty
drinking.
neutral on the murder then. Not pro, not anti, just real neutral on the murder.
Yeah, death is very final. Life has lots of opportunities.
Sometimes fine. Other times,
Yeah.
you just keep existing in a horrific nightmare.
Yeah, it's like a liminal space between life and death.
Because you
Yeah.
eat and sleep, do you?
I just stare at a wall for a number of hours.
Yeah. It's creepy to wake up to, just so you know.
No, it's okay. I look over you at night. I snore a lot.
That's also creepy. I've been told they snore now.
Okay.
So that was delightful. Always good to see Reynaldo.
So
Always
you're
good to see Bam.
you're a very understanding person.
For the most part, yeah. I like chronicling. Not even just inside songs, but sort of. There's just always another page. You know what I mean? And so, that's the Tavern Cat. I see you found whiskey.
I did.
Yeah, you kind of just wandered in after you guys left. Yeah, I had some people giving him shit because of his blue eyes, Frostmaiden or whatever, but he's immediately become a town favorite.
At Kiss of the Frostmaiden?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Someone mentioned
But look at that guy. Harmless.
Not gonna freeze anyone, probably.
No.
We'll see.
Quite the opposite.
We'll see.
That's why we shouldn't judge creatures.
I would agree. Exactly that.
Where are you? Do you have quarters here?
Good
or
lord,
where are
I'm
you-
gonna go take a bath.
I'm gonna go to the bar, order a whiskey. Wish it was the scotch I had before, but
Sure.
it's fine.
It's not.
It'll get the job done.
Yeah, upon receiving it. Yeah, but it is whiskey. It's very fun. And Bardamon's always happy for you guys to reserve. So, I actually,
Do you live here at the inn, or do you live outside of the inn, or?
I kind of have my own room now.
Wow.
The owner is unfortunately he left to join his brother at Brinshander. So with Bardamon kind of taking things over, he asked if after you guys left, he approached me and he asked if I would kind of stay as a sort of merriment to keeping things a little bit joyous in here. I pitched him the idea of
Like it.
the songs about you guys, and he was,
Like what's going on here?
he was very much down for it, and so that's kind of really what I've been on. And then now and then, just playing the occasional song for folks that come in.
I like that.
I completely forgot. I have something for you.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I get my phone back?
Oh, this is kind of a personal moment, so I'll look away.
Thank you so much. And
Start
he just
staring at
goes,
the wall.
I'll be back in just a little bit. Let's go to my room real quick.
Okay.
And he hops off, and he takes like 2 or 3 steps before he's like, ugh. And let's drink. And he kind of stumbles forward out towards his room. He disappears for a little bit. While you guys are at the bar, Bola, you feel a tight, just a heavy hand on your shoulder. Upon turning around, it's Rook, currently holding his drink.
Yeah.
And he says, begging your pardon, ma'am, but
Yeah.
just broke the news to the boys about the fisherman.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to extend our thank yous as well, so we would love to, for what it's worth, buy the lot of you around just to say thank you for everything that you've done.
We appreciate that. I'm kind of sorry how we came in and just barged in and we're like, hey, look, there's dead stuff with us.
That was you,
and
yeah.
I took you off. I think it was a group thing.
And he had the head.
Anyway, yeah, so didn't mean to like catch you off guard like that.
No,
the adrenaline was still going.
To be honest, I think the thing that caught me off guard the most was that you came back.
All right, yeah, we're pretty strong.
I would say.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's nice to get news of people doing something.
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, thank you. Give whatever you want. It's on us. The boys and I both pitched in, and I'll send around over to everybody else. Thank you. And as he's been gesturing to the fishermen that's at the table, they all raise their glass to you guys, their cups.
Wow.
To you guys as you kind of sit down for a little bit. And then at the notion of that, there are some people. It's like other randoms at the bar. There's like a little dragonborn at the corner sitting with a friend, and the two of them kind of notice, and they start whispering to each other.
I turn around real quick and make sure that it's Galaxter. I'm like, it's a different lizard.
I'm afraid that he's kind of like.
I'm sorry.
She know me?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a different lizard. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's alright.
You're my friend. He looks like you, but he's not you. He's different.
No.
No. Okay. Are you telling me
I
if you
could
see
be
someone
your
who looks like you? I want to be your friend. I have enough friends.
Oh,
Get the
that's
hell out
fair.
of here. I have exactly enough friends.
That is the most aggressive you've ever
Oh
been.
God, I hate this dude. Fuck out of here. This is one guy.
As fun as this is, I thought maybe it would behoove us to take a long rest
Yeah.
and maybe clean
Bodies.
ourselves because we are
Yeah.
covered
You
in
could.
bloated cat blood and guts.
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Especially you.
Around
Yeah, I
at
think
this point,
some of the hag head juice got on me too. So.
Yeah. At this point, Ronaldo does indeed come back. There's something like the foot's down the steps, and as you can see, he was holding the rail, being like. But he does indeed have the flower in his hand, and as he approaches and gets back to the table, there's a dog outside that's barking. Yeah, as he gets down to the table, he hands over the rose as well towards you. It looks a little different now. It's now seems to have been almost as if what's the bloody thing? Like an amanthus. How it's all kind of at the top and small little tuffles on it. And now the branch, instead of it being a small, like thin, straight piece of parchment that has been rolled up, it now seems to have been taken the form of something that's a little bit more akin to the stem of a rose. It's a little bit imperfect with small little pieces of thorns on it or whatever. And along the stem of it all is a little piece of parchment that seems to be tightly wrapped to it. There's more color to it. The parchment of everything, it seems to be a little more pink, a little more red. And
It's
so,
growing in color.
yeah. And so he hands it over to you, and he says, I've kind of been working on stuff like this for a while, but inspiration is kind of my fuel, and I mean, more since I met you, I've actually had the greatest inspiration of my life. And so, you do a lot of dangerous work, and I don't know, keeping you safe would be wonderful because I'd love to be inspired for a much longer time, and I'm hoping that this can help. And so if you had to look up a kiss of crimson inside magic items, but I can read it out to you now. It's wrapped in a poem written from the heart. This once parchment protea humanthus has been brought to life with bardic energy. So once per long rest, you may blow onto the protea to activate the magical energy enchanted to it. And as a free action, you gain a d6 bardic inspiration die that lasts for 10 minutes. You may roll an additional d6 whenever you do an attack roll, similar to like how the bard inspires you. And then you can add it to a token. And it refreshes once per long rest.
So once per long rest. Okay, got
Yeah.
And it's called the.
A Kiss of Criminal.
Oh no.
Ronaldo.
What room are you in?
I'll show you. He grabs your hand, and you guys just see Donna and Ronaldo just disappear.
Yeah,
Up
maybe
the
mix.
steps.
Have her take a bath first.
Two crazy kids in love.
I throw my boomerang at you.
So
Hold on to this.
Ronaldo and Donna Bonnie disappear upstairs, leaving the three adventurers currently at the bar. So,
Well, we could keep drinking, which is always a good option. I think I might turn in and try to replenish my health because I'm feeling pretty terrible.
Yeah.
You're also not.
Yeah,
doing
I want
well.
to watch Borla sleep. Or I could watch you sleep.
Well, the thing is, we each have our own room tonight if we
Yeah.
want.
Oh,
Yeah, we're missing
Okay.
2 people, and
yes.
I mean, you can watch me
elsewhere.
sleep if
I
you
would
want.
like
It
to
doesn't
watch
bother
somebody
me.
sleep just to
Okay.
make sure that everybody's okay.
Yeah, sure. Enjoy
I feel
the
like I have a
peace.
friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get drunk with the fisherman.
Alright.
Disgusting,
And-
buddy. Okay.
At some point, talk to Bartabon. Is that your guy's name?
Bartabon, yeah.
Bartabon, and replace the payments that they've been doing for drinks. Like I'll cover the drinks. We're getting paid. They don't need to pay. They're just good fisher folk. So whatever that compensation will be, I'll take it out.
Sure.
Try and do it under the table as best I can, so they don't know.
Oh,
what I'm doing.
sure. Okay, if you're keeping it
Until afterwards.
underneath the table, then he won't really give a comment. He will just kind of slide it, and then there'll be a moment where he kind of grabs your hand
Yeah.
really tight for a bit, say thank you.
Hmm.
And then he just goes back to it, and he's back to helping things out. But as you
Yeah.
approach the fishermen to kind of sit down and spend the night with them, and you'd be like, hey, I want to drink with you guys. They're like, fuck yeah. And just sit down, and they very much enjoy your company the rest of the night. And yeah, it's not much. You can just dock 5 silver pieces.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Look how
Cheating
cheap,
in the great.
look how cheap booze is
Yeah.
in Icewind Dale. Just want to throw that out there.
A lot of it.
Yeah. Catch up, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess if that's how Borla's spending the night,
Yeah.
Wendy and Tobias, is there anything that you guys would like to do?
Bathe and sleep.
I want to take a long rest.
Long rest.
Could I try to copy that scroll? It says to copy it, I need 10 plus the scroll level. So I don't know what the scroll level is, and I use my Arcana. But if I fail it, then it disappears forever.
Correct. You are also going to need a whole bunch of magical supplies, things like parchment and ink that are specifically catered towards that. But you,
Is there
but
parchment and ink here in this bar?
in the bar, no.
But
But I mean, it's a fairly simple endeavor for you to attack inside the morning if you want to.
yeah. For now, I'll just take a nap. I'm tired. I'm gonna do a long rest.
Great. Cool. Taking your 2 handy dandy items, heading out to the bed. Yeah. How is everyone gonna? I mean, we know how Donna's spending the night. How are you guys gonna spend the night? Are you watching people sleep? Are we taking individual rooms?
I'll eventually stumble back to my room that I had the previous evening. And
Sure.
if a creepy skeleton's gonna watch me, that's fine. I'll be too drunk to care.
That's fair. That's fair.
Friend. Yep,
Alright.
I'm just gonna stay awake in the room, sitting on the bed and contemplating,
Okay.
looking into the abyss.
I guess I'll go to a room by myself and sleep.
I can't find Kiss of Crimson in the
It is a it's because it's a homebrew thing. I'll be able to add it to your treats. I'll see. Cool. And then this would be cool. Just so I guess have your room arrangements. Alright, so I guess before going to bed, everyone kind of has, I think, Gwyndian and Tobias, as you guys head up to the sort of bathing area. The door is closed and locked, and there are 2 denizens having a bath together. As Don and Ronaldo share a nice bottle of wine, some bath before heading off to his room. But before long, you guys are able to have your bath, get a nice long rest, and go to peace, knowing that the good people are starting to get a nice bit of reserve to their name. You know, as Donna, as you said, it was a wonderful feeling getting that kind of recognition and that love from people. And now returning with the fisherman has been responded just a little more tangibly. So as you guys fall, drastically asleep, it eventually takes you all at your own rights, and you guys get a nice, comfortable, long rest. Yes. And we are going to end our session there. And we'll catch up on the next session. Yeah, catch us next Saturday at 1:30. We'll probably be inside the office that time around. But yeah, we'll continue the story after that. So yeah, thanks guys. This was fun.
Yay!
So as always, guys, catch us Saturdays 1:30 p.m. at twitch.tv/vitamin_DND. You'll catch us, and hopefully we'll have some other friends back. But I believe Bessie's heading off for a job, so that's going to be a thing. But yeah, other than that, thank you. We love you. If you could do me a huge favor and just pay attention to some of the things that's happening in South Africa. Just do a little bit of research. I'm not going to go into it here, but if you just look up #SaveKZN, that'll have all descriptions as to how you can possibly lend a hand. But other than that, we love you. Please stay safe, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Okay, thank you guys.